You move that closer if you need to, just for that. But
you mind your own business,
right?
What are you supposed to be? Some kind of a cosmonaut? No, we're exterminators. Somebody's all packed or checking for us. That's gotta be some cockroach. Bite your head off.
Will you even come here? That's good. I'll have lots of candy.
That's the
Everyone thinks it's just one.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
It's just occurred to me we really haven't had a completely successful test of this equipment.
All right, it's a little cold.
A little cold.
A little cold.
It's
A little cold in the dub.
definitely falling off this chair at some point.
You got enough room?
Let's get ready. Switch.
I'll just rock back and forth, and my voice will get louder and quieter.
Like, do this. Face you a little bit. But a little bit more.
I'll reduce the falling off the chair.
Yeah. There we go.
Or I'll just fall off and not be caught by the fence and just fall into the road. Fall from here and roll all the way into the road. Really awkwardly and ungraceful.
So, whose idea was this?
That was yours.
This was my idea again?
Yeah. Was the movie theater your idea too? In general? Not tonight, but...
Oh. No, I think that was a joint effort.
Oh, right.
We'll ask him later, but yeah, we put our forces together. I think it was inspired by the porch makeover.
Right.
Like it brought us together. We brought the wall down in between.
First, I thought you were gonna say the porch makeout. I had more questions.
I intended to say porch makeout. I didn't say porch makeout. Yes. While making out on the porch. I don't really know though, to be honest, where this idea came from, but we kind of agreed. One guy gets the projector, the other guy gets the tarp.
The tarp.
I was the tarp.
The screen tarp.
I was the tarp. We haven't. I think we got it a little bit later in the summer, so we haven't used it as much as I thought it was going to be used.
Yeah.
I certainly didn't think we were going to be using it this late into the year, but here we are.
So do you want to explain to the folks at home what we're doing?
No.
What's going on here? What the background noise and traffic is? What the explosions, ghost sounds, and cars are?
Do we say hello?
Did we?
Do we say
Or
hello?
do we?
No, we haven't
No.
said hello yet.
No.
Do we say hello?
I guess so.
Okay, here we
Welcome
go.
back.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Hello, basement placers. My name is Steve, and the gentleman sitting directly beside me, his name is Kale. Kale, do your thing.
Hello.
How's it going, man?
Good.
Cheers.
We're back.
It's
Hold on. Beer's over here.
it's friggin' freezing out.
Yeah. It's always cold. At least it's not raining. Jinx us, but
That's true.
it's usually raining on Halloween here.
That's true. And you know what I heard? I heard a few days ago that it was supposed to snow, like a lot.
There's a bit of flurries today, but not much.
It turns out that the article that was posted, it was from a couple years ago.
I saw that prank too. Yeah, the people.
So like
said 15 centimeters of snow.
Oh man,
Tuesday.
was it a prank?
Yeah, I saw a few people post it. I think people. I don't know who started it, but
See,
I don't think the article was a prank. It was just a CBC article, but I think somebody started it as a prank.
was it? Oh, okay. Was it? But from what I understood, it was a legitimate article at one point.
Yeah, it was. And then I immediately saw at the top because I don't know, maybe if they knew people were doing this. At the top. This article is from February 2016.
Yeah, because I can't remember who posted it first, but someone had commented on it, just saying like this is from 2 years ago. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least it's not raining, at least yet. If it does, we're gonna have to
Scrambled up to the porch.
hightail all this shit back inside. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been quite a while since you've heard our voices, and
So three
what's
and a
that?
half months or something. When the last episode go out, I know it was July. We recorded it, right?
Yeah,
We recorded pretty
I thought
late
it was
into
June.
July.
Wasn't it not June?
I thought we recorded pretty late in July. I think we planned on taking July off, but we kind of straggled along there for a bit.
Oh, you know what it was though. In June, I think we had done our. Originally, we did our last episode.
Okay.
and then that didn't turn out so well. So we had to come back like a month later, and we did the round table.
Yeah.
So, in case the listeners are wondering what's with all the noises that sound like we're outside, it isn't an expensive trick that we're doing. We are, in fact, outside.
Yes.
On my front lawn.
It's not post-editing by Steve. Like the diner sounds or
the cars driving by. You might hear some leaves rustling. That's on the ground below us.
or dogs roaming.
Yeah, and you also might hear some racket in the background that might sound like ghosts being shot at by people who hunt ghosts. That would be the movie. Right now,
Speaking of, side note, is that mic off?
no.
If so, we're just getting all of the sound of that. Right. It's not so bad. Only when it gets really loud.
It's off.
All right.
It's off. Test.
Testing. So okay.
So,
My mic's still gonna pick up some traffic, but
well, that's fine.
should be okay.
So it's an experiment. We are experimenting. I don't know if this is going to work or not.
Me either. What else are we gonna do tonight?
That's true. That is true. We decided to kind of experiment and have our first episode back on Halloween. It is Halloween night, but by the time everybody hears this, it's not going to be Halloween.
We Remembrance Day or something.
It's probably going to be well into November by the time anyone hears this. But we're trying this anyway.
We should have put Christmas movies on in the background.
Oh yeah, or
Let's do that.
Remembrance Day movies.
We'll do a Christmas morning podcast. Front yard.
No, I don't.
It's just teeth chattering.
I don't like that idea. But yeah, I don't know if any of this is gonna work because the movie's loud, and neighbor Kevin, he's over there manning all the movies. He's taking care of all the movies. We're gonna talk to him in a bit. He kind of asked us as we were setting up if the movie was going to be too loud, and I think we just had more of a cavalier attitude about it, just like, whatever happens, it's gonna happen.
The difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
That was a motorcycle.
I think traffic will be okay, except for the loud motorcycles and buses and trucks. But
so, I've got notes here.
Of course,
I couldn't go without notes. I've got notes here, but I can hardly see them, so I'm just kind of going by the light of the street light. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Halloween night. It's our first show back, the premiere, season 2, on my front lawn, rather than
might not be.
Right.
If not, we'll try this again.
Right. This might
premiere.
go over horribly, and we might. Yeah. Right. You might not even hear this. But what we've got planned for tonight, we've got candy out on the table. We've got some Halloween decorations. We got a few pumpkins on the porch. But what we're kind of speculating, or what we kind of figure, is most of that candy is just going to be ours by the end of the night.
Right. Kevin's right next to us handing out candy, so
it is.
Kids so far have just gotten his candy and then moved on
because they don't see us.
We're just in the shadows with our hoods on.
And that's fine. That is fine because there are suckers in there that I want to keep for myself.
I had one.
Did you have one?
Yeah. It's good.
Delicious, right?
Yeah.
They're like rockets.
Yeah.
Rocket suckers. Sucker rockets.
And you can
sucker
you can chew them
rockets
quickly. They're like a blow pop where you gotta suck on it for an hour and a half.
So we're handing out candy on the front lawn with neighbor Kevin and some friends. No one has seen the kids that have walked by our house. No one has really seen where we are because we're kind of tucked away in the corner.
Yeah.
Which again is fine. But again, the noise
candy.
What's that?
We have so much candy too. We
have
this giant bowl, and I've got 2 more boxes in there.
So much candy. In fact, I'm going to ask you to grab me something
when
soon.
I get home. I'll just eat it all and lay on the ground and moan. My neighbors will think it's a ghost. That apartment next to me is haunted.
On November 1st, though? That wouldn't add up.
It's leftovers. It became haunted on Halloween. And then like Halloween the movie. It's first one is Halloween, but the second one's actually November 1st.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, because the first one takes part like the morning till the night. And then she goes to the hospital, and then it's that whole night in the hospital. And
Whoa.
it's just, for some reason, it's like her, one nurse, and orderly who are quickly killed.
Yeah.
Brutally, and then it goes to the next morning. So yeah, the end of Halloween 2 is actually
November
8
1st.
a.m. November 1st. Yeah.
Huh.
I think. Could be wrong if there's bigger fans out there. But
What if it's Groundhog's Day Halloween?
maybe,
That would be meta,
I guess.
right?
Yeah,
That would be meta.
sounds like hell.
Yeah. Halloween just over and over.
Yeah,
I could just wear my Trump pants
yeah.
the rest of my life. Get away as
I'll just wear nothing again. Well, not nothing, but I mean not a costume. I'm not naked right now.
I could, yeah, but for the rest of my life, I could get away with just being two people all the time.
Yeah, but then also Trump would be president forever.
Ah, yeah. More on that
Which he
later.
might be.
Yeah,
We'll see how things go.
Yeah, right. Because when he eventually nukes the world, I don't want to get into this now. Let's not get into this now. So we got
Supposed to be a good day.
Yeah, so we got a few movies playing. Right now we got Ghostbusters on the big screen. We have very little foot traffic coming by, and for a busy street like this, it's kind of surprising.
There's the police.
Cop just drove by.
Good thing I'm not naked, like I alluded to.
Have we said the name of the show? Oh man, I am so rusty.
You said Basement Placers.
Did I? Did I say? Yeah, I haven't. No one knows what they're listening to right now.
Well, I think they went through the effort of downloading it. This isn't just being piped into an airport or something.
Kale the closer.
They got here somehow.
So let me backtrack for a minute. You are all listening to Basement Place Radio. However, you are listening to this. Let's get this out of the way.
Website?
No, I'm gonna take that
Where'd you
part
go?
out. I'm gonna cut that part out.
Okay.
What? What'd you say?
I thought you were going to do the housekeeping and
Yeah. Well, you want to do that?
yeah.
Let's do that.
All right.
Do you want me to do it? Or you want?
We're a little rusty.
You want to do it?
I don't think I know all the things. I don't want to say it wrong.
It's right here if you want.
Basementplaceradio.com.
Right.
info@basementplaceradio.com.
And what is that? That's our email.
Yeah.
That's our email.
That's our
Info
email.
at
It has
basementplaceradio.com.
an @ symbol in it. It's an email. And a phone number.
The wind
Very
has
nice.
started to blow,
And
which
then
seems spooky.
everything else is pretty self-explanatory.
Yep. Facebook. You can
Just search us on the
pretty much if you know the
reviews.
name of our show, that's how you find us anywhere.
Yeah.
Facebook, Basement Place Radio, YouTube, Basement Place Radio,
Pornhub.
iTunes, Basement Place Radio. Am I right? Stitcher. Have you been on
Podcast
Stitcher?
Addict. I tried it before. I didn't like it as much as Podcast Addict.
I don't know what it looks like still.
It's just another way of, I don't know. I guess it's like the Google iTunes, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know much about it.
Okay.
I guess you can review it on there.
But I guess we're on Stitcher. But you've
Yeah, we are.
confirmed that we definitely are on
Yeah,
Stitcher. And again, like you said, our website is simply basementplaceradio.com. And our email is what you said.
info@basementplaceradio.com.
There we go. If there's anything else that I'm missing, just feel free to chime in.
Right. And we're on YouTube as well. Did you say that?
What's that?
YouTube as well. You can
I
just
did.
then you can download the episodes from the website or the YouTube, whatever.
Right.
There's no YouTube video. It's just a stationary picture and sounds.
Should we start doing video?
Well, one day when we got 50 grand to burn or something.
Do we? Have you checked the?
No.
Have you checked
coffers
the?
are
Have you
pretty
checked the
empty.
kitty?
Yeah, coffers are pretty empty right now.
Well,
I got a new laptop though, so maybe that's better.
you did. Let's celebrate that. Brand new laptop.
The other one just doesn't boot up anymore. I'm gonna try to look into that more too. But the other one, you start it up and it just Windows logo and the dots just spin.
Is it still on the? It's still on the fritz.
I haven't made much effort to fix it. I wouldn't trust it for recording this anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get it going just for just to have another laptop. Whatever.
Well, you're on the top floor, right, where you
Yeah.
live. Oh, that was a bus.
We'll have to pause for the buses and motorcycles.
By the way, it's going to be like super tricky to edit this episode.
Yeah, because all the background. That's why I was saying we should try to be more fluid and live about it.
Yeah, no pressure
Try
at
not
all.
to- don't rely-
First episode back,
Don't
now we
rely
got
on
to
the
be
edit too
fluid.
much. Keep the racist comments down to a minimum.
But yeah, for every like car that whooshes by, like if I edit somewhere, it'll be like,
Yeah.
or it'll just be like halfway through.
Yeah.
Sound like an 80s snare.
Or 80s punch in the face.
So we're gonna be handing out candy. We're hoping there's gonna be a lightsaber fight or two.
Yeah.
We were kind of promised one, but right now things seem kind of tame out there. I know the nights just began. It seems later than it is.
Yeah.
Because
dark.
it gets darker earlier now.
4:30 now or
It's
something.
cold. It's cold as shit.
Yeah. Toes are starting to freeze. I thought there'd be more people out here. Where's all the people?
No.
Where's all your friends?
No, where's all your friends?
I think we have the same friends.
Where are all our friends?
We'll have to get Mark on here too at some point.
Yeah. Mark
around, or is he
Mark
out?
will hopefully be out. There are a couple others somewhere around here. But right now it's looking kind of dead out there. And again, there's very little foot traffic. And I'm feeling kind of bad for the house across the street because they really went all out with the decoration.
Yeah, they got every inflatable you can buy. They went to Canadian Tire and just said, "Yeah, just give us all of it."
Like I think, like it just kept
We'll take
getting
'em.
as the days went on. It just kept getting busier and busier. Like
Yeah.
with the decorations. So I think they just every time they went out to a store, they just
Yeah.
like, oh, I'll get this too.
Yeah.
I do need cobwebs for my bricks.
Well, they had a busy month.
What's that?
They kept themselves busy for the month.
Yeah, I'll say. So
What? It was our first honker.
there we go. Did you know them?
What? No. I thought you did.
No, I thought that was for you.
Maybe they saw a giant screen playing a movie and just.
Yeah. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
A lot's happened.
Plenty. Yeah.
You just came back from a trip
Yeah.
not too long ago.
Yeah. I went on a. I was trying to think of something stupid, but
What?
let's go back from Antarctica. No. Yeah, I went out west to.
Okay,
mostly,
where's that?
mostly Banff.
Yeah.
And Jasper.
Yeah.
A little bit into BC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
I did
long?
two-
How long were you gone for?
2 weeks out there.
Yeah.
I got a lot of photos. I got a lot more. I had to get back into editing those. did a lot along the way, but I've been kind of lazy since I got back. Going back to work and then just doing that. But
Yeah.
it was good. I think I did 2,600 kilometers.
But you were mostly by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, Chase, works in Banff. He's back in Windsor now, but he was out in Banff too. So I met up with him a couple times and did a bit of a couple hikes and stuff like that. So
Okay, now, you weren't camping because I know
I didn't do
you've-
any camping.
because I know you've told me before how you've camped when there's actually like snow falling.
Yeah, but that was in May.
Really?
Yeah,
Where
in
was that?
Ontario. In Ontario, Bon Echo, Ontario.
That was Ontario?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was out west.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, last time I was out west, it was like 90 degrees every day. Or like 30 Celsius, however you want to measure it.
All right, because it was
Yeah, it was super hot
August,
there. July.
July.
Yeah. So I kind of camped there. In a sense, I had a campsite. I slept in my rental car. So I didn't have like camping gear. I didn't want to buy a bunch of shit. But
Yeah.
I bought like a shitty tent just to set up to take pictures of and stuff at night, just to do that stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't do any camping this time. It was the one day I was in Banff. It snowed. You got almost a foot of snow the one day in Banff. But it wasn't super cold there. It was cold, but it wasn't like freezing cold. Like,
Yeah.
It snowed a lot, but it was mostly like melting right away. You know?
Yeah. Well, I'd seen some of the pictures and a lot of I think they were evergreens, just a
Yeah.
complete snow dump.
That was a different spot too. That was in Revelstoke, BC, at Mount Revelstoke National Park. It's just a mountain basically, and you can drive almost to the top of it.
Yeah.
And then once you start getting close to the top, then there starts being snow, just because
Yeah.
it's at that higher elevation.
Yeah.
It wasn't too cold there. It was cold, but yeah. Yeah, they had quite a bit of snow. It was nice though.
Okay, so you flew out and you landed in
Calgary.
Okay, Calgary, and then from there you drove to Banff?
Yeah.
So that was your first destination?
Well, I stayed in Canmore the first night, then drove through
where's
Banff.
that?
Canmore, it's like 20 minutes outside of Banff.
Yeah.
A little bit closer to Calgary. Then I drove through, kind of through Banff up towards Jasper, stayed like 2 nights in the Jasper area, then went over to BC, and then back down through BC for a couple days.
Yeah.
And then back across. And I went to like Banff for like a photography seminar sort of thing that I went to. I was there for a couple days, then went to like Lake Louise. Actually went back to Canmore for one night. I didn't have much of it planned. I had a few nights planned, like the crucial nights I had like booked ahead of time, but other than that I was just kind of freestyling and going where the weather was decent.
Did you hit the ground running? Did you just start taking photos right away?
Mostly.
Yeah.
As far as the weather too, like it was cold and we got snow and stuff in Banff, but like earlier, like my second and third nights in Jasper, it was actually like almost 70 degrees. It was like pretty warm. I think they had gotten some snow there, but it got warm again for a bit, and so I had like kind of the whole range of temperatures there. But we're trick-or-treaters.
What's that?
We're trick-or-treaters. I forget what I was going to say.
Yep.
I don't know, just talking about the weather and shit. Yeah, I went, like I said, in like Lake Louise for a couple nights too. A lot of tourists. I didn't go to as many. I did went to like some of the touristy places that I hadn't gone to before because there was too many tourists, and yeah, there's a lot this time. Still, like it's hard to enjoy like the natural beauty of like a wonderful place when there's just like a busloads of people.
Yeah,
all around you taking pictures and bumping into you, and
so it's better
selfies.
It's better going by yourself.
Well, yeah, but if you could actually get to these places if there's nobody there.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to go to like some of the more out of the way places and stuff like that. But, there's people trick or treating from a car.
Is that what we got going on right now?
Yeah. These kids are being escorted by a
slow moving car that almost hit my car.
They had their four ways on, so they're not assholes.
They're kind of assholes. They're half assholes.
That was my joke.
They're half
assholes. Holding up traffic.
So you were gone for 2 weeks?
Yeah. It was nice. It was my longest vacation, I think. And
it was long for me too.
It was nice because like a lot of times I'll just kind of go camping on my days off. So it's like 2 nights, and I gotta like leave right after work in the morning, and then try to cram in as much as I can, and then get back like 2 hours before I gotta go to work that night.
So you're a little bit more laid back. You can spread it out a little bit more.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. I absolutely hammered my last night in Banff.
By yourself?
No, I went like with Chase and stuff.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
Went bar hopping.
Go on.
I don't know. I don't have much to say. There's a lot of fuzziness to it, but yeah,
right.
Just kind of out of character for me. But it was nice to have. I wouldn't have obviously done that myself, but
you went to a bar or two?
3, I think.
3. That's bar hopping.
Which I don't really get. Like I never understood the bar hopping thing. I was just like, we get to a bar and it's nice and I'm hanging out, and then like, hey, we're gonna go to this place. It's the same as this place. Let's just hang out here. I gotta chug the rest of this beer real quick and then wait in line to get to the next place.
I can dig the bar hopping because the scenery change is nice.
Oh yeah, if the bar sucks, sure. Like go
yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah. And it seems like you're doing a lot more. Like the night seems more rich with whatever word I'm trying to look for right now. Events, memories,
activity.
Like I had just come back from London this weekend.
Yeah.
Cousin of mine and a friend of mine went to go visit another cousin of mine, and he works at a brewery in St. Thomas.
Yeah.
Railway City Brewing Company, one of our sponsors. They don't know that yet, but
well, they didn't leave a bunch of random beers on your porch, right?
Yes. That was from there, and I'm drinking one right now. The Witty Traveler.
Is it delicious?
It's okay. You want to try?
Nah.
Okay. Fuck you then. Yeah, so the first night we got there, we got to St. Thomas, and it was a Halloween costume, like right in the brewery. And it's a neat little setup. It's smaller, but you walk in and there's like a bar area. There's like a sit down area for people who go there to drink, and like right beside them, no division at all. It's all like the equipment, to actually make the beer.
Right.
It was kind of neat. It was a smaller party. It was mostly staff and like locals or whatever. There's probably
Costume party, you said?
yeah, costume party. There's probably 20 of us there. I did my devil on the shoulders of Trump.
Right.
Though I did not win, which I think the election was rigged on that one.
Oh, yeah.
My cousin Brett actually.
There were some Russians there that were meddling.
Well, my cousin Brett dressed as. I don't think have you seen it yet?
No. The new one.
I can't remember the old one. I remember not really liking it.
I saw it not long ago. I found it kind of disturbing as a child, but
Yeah.
like most of those movies that I shouldn't have watched as a child, but
Yeah.
somehow did have access to.
Yeah. Well, there's a little boy, and there's probably Stephen King fans that are listening to this that want to tear my head off on this one. But I don't know if the little boy Georgie is in the original one. But in the new one, that's what my cousin Brett went as.
Oh, yeah.
And he kind of took the piss out of me the rest of the weekend because he won the best costume.
Right.
But all he was he just had a raincoat and a red balloon with helium in it.
Oh, right.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all. So Brett, if you're listening to this, you know that I deserve that best costume prize.
What was the prize?
$15 at Railway City Brew.
Neat.
And he just spent it that night.
Yeah.
He probably bought me something, so
Yeah, right.
now I
You
feel like
probably
a
drank
dick.
$7 of it.
But we had a good night of that. I was a little bit hungover the day after, and that is when we went on a tour of a few breweries in London.
Right.
And it's a whole different world, man. It's like all these side streets. It's not like these big places or anything, but we're like turning down these side streets. And it was really cool. Hold on. I'm waiting to see if these people notice us. There's people here. Oh my God, she's got
You gonna notice us? I'm not even looking, so who knows?
You guys need any more? We got some over here. All right. You too.
Right. Everybody thinks our candy's poison.
Yeah. I think we should be more lit up over here. People don't trust our kid. It's a big attraction.
Yeah.
We're kind of hiding over here.
We'll just give Kevin our candy.
Little mannequin kids.
Yeah, probably.
Scared me away.
They probably think it's something that's going to jump out at them as they get close.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
We'll just give Kevin all our candy, or give him half the bowl to give out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take our bowl soon.
You can give out this candy.
What do you want from me?
You're gonna have to take our bowl soon. No one's taken from ours.
I've had more than anybody else.
You don't want to know. We're
Stay away.
we're not sure what we're doing over here yet.
The creepy mannequins.
Yeah, at least I clothe them for you.
Yeah, that was kind of creepy. I don't think any kids would come by.
So where was I? Oh yeah,
Little streets. And
bar hopping, but we were pretty much brewery hopping.
Right.
While hungover, I was pretty much sick of beer by the end of the weekend,
Like, yeah.
and here I am again, drinking more
Same
beer.
kind of beer.
Same kind of beer. It was cool though, man. It was a good time. Went back to my place of birth,
Oh, yeah. You
London.
went to the hospital?
No, but I drove past it,
Oh.
and
Did you go in and be like, can I come in and just look around? I was born here.
this is the first building that I've ever been in.
This is where I started.
Because I didn't know what I hadn't seen Victoria Hospital.
I've never spent any real time in London.
No,
I've been like through London, and I've went to like a couple like random places, on the outside of town, or like spent like stayed at like hotels and stuff that are just like off the 401. But I've never really done anything in London.
Yeah, it's not
like,
bad.
Been downtown London or anything.
I'm sure people from London will tell you differently, but like I don't mind being there. Like I like being there. It seems like a bigger city. Like their downtown area is bigger. Like because there's multiple streets.
It is bigger than Windsor. I think it's like I don't know. Windsor's like what 230 people. 230
people. I think.
Yeah, that's about it.
There's. I think there's only 230 people on the street right now.
I think London's like 300 something.
Yeah. No, maybe I'll take you to London one day.
Yeah, it's okay.
I can't hear you because of the traffic, but I'm sure you just said that's okay.
Yeah, I did. We'll see.
Yeah, right. But let's figure out what we're gonna do. It is now 8:00, and
You going for a half hour, yeah?
we're gonna get to our first song.
Okay.
And when we come back, maybe we'll have a guest sit down and talk to us for a bit, pick this night up. It is cold as hell in outdoor Windsor on my front lawn. You're listening to Basement Place Radio, and this is a song by Rocketships called Opinion.
Like 40% of our podcasts so far is just trying to get Joel to come over here.
Joel boys!
Ghostbusters are here, Mr. Man. Ghostbusters. Okay, the Ghostbusters. Hey, where's this pet? Is this true?
Thought maybe Joel would come over.
Mike,
And I just
you
burped.
can let it go.
And I just burped in the mic.
Oh, hello, sir. Please take a seat. I feel like that guy from Dateline who catches predators. Take a seat.
Come on in, take a seat, take your coat off.
Have an
Why
apple.
are there police here?
Never mind about them. What's up?
Found my poop.
Oh. Who's looking for his poop?
This is the worst guest to date.
This is the worst guess you're gonna have.
That's what I just said.
I can't find my lighter.
I'm sure we have a lighter. Ah, there we are.
I had my lighter.
I know the feeling. You still want your lighter. You still gotta find it, right? There's one there. We need it.
No, keys, my poop. Money.
Priorities. That's what I do before I leave the house. Keys, phone, poop. Keys, phone, poop.
I feel as if there are far greater things to worry about than one of. At least no. Oh, okay.
I don't need my wallet. I can buy shit with poop. That was a weird sentence. I can buy shit with poop. I can buy things. You turn that mic on if you.
And you don't have to ride the mic. You probably just have it there.
Do you have to turn him up?
Turn him
that
up.
one- Did you turn that one
Yeah, I
down?
did.
What if I wanted to assume docking with the mic? Do you know what docking is?
Oh, yeah. Have you not listened
Do
to
you
the?
have a docking partner?
Have you not listened to this
Is
podcast?
that when you charge your iPhone?
I think we've talked about docking at least 3 times.
Have we?
Yeah.
I
Never
remember
heard
that.
docking on the podcast.
Oh,
I must
yeah.
have missed that one.
There's some docking going on.
I'm not 100% sure what that is, but
Do you have a docking partner though?
Not yet.
No. So, yeah. It's hard to find a partner because
Well, yeah,
most people are snipped. So
Oh, you can't do it if you're. You
I
can,
get it.
You can do it if you can do it if you're stretched. If you stretch the skin enough.
no, one's got to be snipped, one can't be, so it covers its docking. You
Oh,
gotta dock.
does
You
one
gotta-
have to
it's
be
like a
snipped?
spaceship. They dock, they got to seal up.
Maybe I don't know what docking is.
What if one's
I mean,
just-
I know what it is, but I thought
You
like.
don't know what docking is?
Yeah, I
if one's
do.
just half flaccid and they just wrap it around.
Can you just wrap it around like a Twizzler?
No. You need the foreskin to
It's just-
go
it's
onto
called
the
something
other
else.
penis.
But do both need the foreskin?
No, just one. That's why it's hard to find a docking partner.
If they both have the foreskin, can it still be done?
I'm assuming, I don't know, I haven't seen that porn yet. I've looked it up. It's very disturbing. I had to watch it.
I've heard about your porn.
We are talking with neighbor Kevin. We've talked a lot about you in the first season, and you're here for the first time at our microphone.
I've heard you guys yell my name a few times.
Yeah.
Kevin, welcome to Basement
That was
Place.
Steve.
On the front lawn.
Mostly about Skittles.
How you doing? A little cold?
No, I'm actually pretty good. I'm used to this cold weather.
I'm freezing.
Good.
I've got long johns on.
Do you
Cold
want to
beer's
scoot?
not helping.
A little bit. Later though, there's a lot of wires.
Okay.
We'll all scoot. We'll all
I'll
scoot.
For a long scoot.
We'll teach Kale what scooting is.
I just
yeah,
learned docking.
It's like docking but with clothes on.
You get scooted, you have to scoot.
That's true.
It's not anything porn. It's not like docking. Jesus Christ. I
Oh.
just caught that.
By the way, that bled over to my weekend. As we were leaving, I scooted my cousin.
Oh, so it's expanding.
I walked around to my car because we were dropping him back off at his building. I'm like, scoot.
So it's expanding. Next thing you know, people in like Calgary are gonna be scooting.
It's in London now.
It's in London.
It's now in London. It's now in London.
It's spreading.
It's up to him to perpetuate it.
It'll be in Halifax next year, so I'm good with it.
Are you gonna scoot it in Halifax?
As soon as I visit my buddy in Halifax, I will scoot him.
Are you
as soon as I
going
get
back
there.
next year?
I'm going back.
Yeah. Every year?
No, just once in a while.
Yeah.
Whenever I feel bored and want to get away from work.
Yeah. Kale, how far have you been east?
Not very.
No?
Peterborough.
Did you fly there?
Well, if you count, Canada, sorry, United States, I've been to Boston and New York and stuff like that. But
there you go.
through New York, I've been to Boston and Delaware. We got a speeding ticket in Delaware.
I really don't know how far I've been east in Canada.
You don't know where you've been?
No.
At all.
Niagara Falls. Actually, Niagara Falls is probably more east than Peterborough.
Yeah, I've been Niagara Falls.
Montreal?
No. Never.
I drove through.
I've been to 2 provinces in my life.
Ontario and Saskatchewan?
Alberta. When I was 5, that doesn't really count.
That doesn't really count.
I did my
count.
I did my 4th.
It doesn't count unless you can
this
drink.
month. I did
I might
Quebec
have
for Quebec for 5 minutes one time. I was up camping up like on the Ottawa River, so I just went across to Quebec just to say that was my 3rd province at the time.
Yeah.
And then I did it into BC this time. Because the last time I was out in Jasper, it's only like I don't know, an hour drive to BC, and I meant to do that just to drive and go BC and then come back to say I've been there, and I completely forgot to do it. But,
Yeah.
But this time I actually spent like 3 nights in BC.
No. Other than when I was 5, I never left Ontario.
Yeah.
It's sad.
I've been to every
You've been to a
province
lot of-
except BC.
Nice. Even like August.
Territories?
No,
You're not counting the territories?
no one counts territories. Do you want to go to territory? You're cold now.
We have a lot of fans in the territories, okay? You watch your mouth what you say about the territories.
I do like their license plates, though. They are bears.
Oh, nice. Yeah, like shaped like bears.
All right, so what we're going to do right now, Kevin, is we're going to play a little game.
Am I going to like this game?
You might.
Better than docking.
Anything's better than docking.
No, this might tie right into docking.
True. Who would you rather dock with?
Ooh, a good question.
Michael Myers or
Oh,
Freddy?
yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay.
Jason
Marry, fuck, kill, doc.
Marry, fuck, kill, doc.
Yes. So we got, you threw this name out there before we started recording. I'm going to throw in Carrie.
I love Carrie. I love her dirty pillows.
You can't dock with her.
Because of the movie that we're watching, I'm going to throw in Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And let's go Leatherface. Oh, there's one more. Buffalo Bill.
See, I'd like to marry Carrie because I like her dirty pillows.
Okay.
But Leatherface is very protective. It makes me feel safe.
Okay.
So I'll say Carrie.
Carrie what?
I'll marry Carrie.
Marry Carrie, but you're not having sex with her.
I don't care.
You're just
Doesn't that
marrying.
come with
I'll
it?
marry her.
Okay.
She's enough psycho for me.
Okay. So who are you fucking?
Who am I fucking? What were the other options?
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill,
I'd
Le-
fuck Buffalo Bill.
Leatherface.
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, he'd fuck Buffalo Bill.
he'd fuck Buffalo.
I'd fuck Buffalo Bill.
All right,
Who wouldn't?
so we got Kill and Doc left. We got Leatherface and Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
I'll dock with Leatherface and kill the Marshmallow Man.
I think you handled that well.
Well, because my penis looks so small next to that Marshmallow Man.
Hey, you don't
Come
know
on.
that.
He just
Really
dock-
look at the size of
he
him.
just dock your whole body.
Yeah. Like my whole fucking face and shit. No, I'll go.
No, those were good
I'll
answers.
dock with Leatherface.
Those were good answers.
I didn't know about the Mary though, because Leatherface does protect you. Like he's kind of.
He's got a chainsaw,
Yeah, he'll
and he
protect you.
wields it.
Imagine if someone bothered me. Bother me with Leatherface beside me.
Right, and you can handle yourself as well.
Oh, I try.
And we're gonna get into this in a second.
Oh god.
but yeah, those were good answers. And you have to have a strong, confident man that's willing. Like, if he knows how to wield a chainsaw, just like throw it everywhere.
Trying to see through those little mask holes.
Yeah, through the skin.
Yeah.
Was that skin?
Well, what he does on his own time is not my problem.
Right.
I don't change people.
Right.
Whatever you want to do, I marry you for you, not what you do.
But what if he wanted?
Accept him.
What if he wanted to change you?
I would have no choice. He has a chainsaw.
Okay, humble. I like that.
Would you tell someone with a chainsaw no?
No.
Especially wearing a human face?
Absolutely not.
See?
Kale, how about you?
of all those, I don't know.
Mary Fuck Kill Doc, Carrie, Leatherface, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and Buffalo Bill.
I don't know. They all seem pretty bad. Can I kill them all?
No. You cannot.
Fuck Carrie and kill the rest?
That's not the
And
game.
then she'd kill
Mary
me, probably.
Leatherface, kill them all, and then kill.
Yeah. Mary Leatherface so he can kill the rest of them.
And then you kill him in his sleep.
Yeah.
That's a plan.
I like that.
Okay, all right.
Is there any wrong answers on this?
No, it's all subjective.
I'm not gonna win nothing. Maybe a Kit Kat that's over there.
Sour Kids.
Some fuzzy peaches.
I'm more of a Kit Kat man.
You have a Kit Kat?
I don't know if there's any more. Do you have?
there's plenty.
Did you refresh the?
Well, I put a whole box of shit in there.
I have a question.
There's plenty of
Is
Kit
there any
Kats.
spicy Skittles in there?
No, not until January.
Well, then.
When we do this podcast on the lawn in January, then we could do this.
We're gonna try Christmas.
Are we gonna have
try a
like
Christmas
a big
morning podcast.
bale of spicy Skittles?
Yeah.
So any Walker Pass can.
I can't fucking wait. Apparently they're coming in the winter.
Really? I didn't even know if that was a real thing or not. But every time I'm somewhere, like I was at Zayre's or something the other day, and they had like the aisle with all like the big bags of candy and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I checked, but no, nothing.
No, they're coming out in the winter. So for now, I've refrained from asking Mark to find me spicy Skittles
You'll
at the
still
store.
ask him.
Of course. Yes.
I get them online somewhere.
I'm not expecting him to bring back spicy Skittles.
Do you know it, even when you're not outside, when he asks me if you want anything from the store, he goes, I'm like, no. He's like, yeah, I know Steve wants spicy Skittles.
Even when I'm not
You're
outside.
just went inside for a beer, and he's like, yeah, I know what he wants, and off he goes. He'll find them before anybody.
Well,
You got KO looking for him. I look for him, but Marky you got him on a mission, so.
Well, and at one time, like, I asked him for the spicy Skittles, and he came back with every single other
big
bag of
bags,
Skittles
like huge bags of everything
that were in the store. I had like
$40 worth of Skittles.
I had like 5 or 6 bags of Skittles. He just throws at me like, I don't know, like a
Well,
bag
he probably
of.
felt bad
like
he couldn't
Skittles.
find them. So hopefully one of those will do.
But I hope he knows that it wasn't his fault.
How long did it take you before you ate them all?
A while,
Really, eh?
maybe a couple weeks. I took my time. I went from worst to best.
Kyle, you a Skittles fan?
No, I was just saying not at all. I'll eat them, but I don't get it. I've never bought Skittles. Like,
Are you a Smarties fan?
yeah, I'd much rather have Smarties or M&Ms. But I mean, that's different.
You're more of a chocolate guy.
Yeah, that's
All
a
right.
different thing. Like, I don't know. Skittles are just
I love
chewy
myself
sugar.
some chocolate, but Smarties, can't handle Smarties.
No, M&Ms are better than Smarties for sure.
Well, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's my question. I know it's all tongue in cheek, but like, what is the point of the commercial? You eat the red ones last. They all fucking taste the same.
It's just for OCD people.
Huh?
It's for people with OCD, I guess.
Okay.
Implant that. I don't know. I think the original intention was to make chocolate that won't melt. That's what, like, the melts in your mouth, not in your hand. They put that
Was
coating
that
on
the
it so that
Smarties?
you can hold it. Yeah, I think, or maybe M&Ms.
Was that M&M's? What's the melt in your mouth, not in your hand? That's M&M's, isn't it?
Is it? Yeah, no. Smarties is
Sure,
the
it might be
last-
M&Ms.
last one.
I'm a little off of my jingles.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Hey, there's something called Google.
Yeah.
Finds out everything.
Why do we even talk to each other?
I don't know.
So maybe,
I'd like
well,
to be
we still try to do
when we
things.
could argue for
we
days on
still
something.
try to do things the old-fashioned way.
Now,
figure it
just
out.
2 minutes later, you
Try to show our work.
Melts in M&M's.
M&Ms.
M&M's.
What kind of M&Ms?
I don't think it matters.
I know Billy West does the voice of one of the M&Ms.
He does, yeah.
Commercial.
I'm more of a peanut M&M guy.
Yeah, those are great too.
Should we put this to the test though? Should we just hold a bunch of M&Ms in our hand the
they
rest of
melt
the night?
eventually. If you just hold on to
Actually,
them.
right now, I don't think they'll melt.
Well,
Yeah,
that,
right.
oh,
Pretty
yeah.
damn cold, though.
Yeah, but body
If you're
heat,
grasping
so.
them enough, they'll. Yeah.
Hey, how about we all put them in our hands with Scoot and see who melts first?
No, we scoot until they melt.
Oh. Where are our hands? This is the question.
Well, I was picturing just like this in fists, like we've got them in both fists, and we're just
That's
hugging
not
like
what I was picturing.
like more of a docking position.
Yeah, well, they gotta melt the quickest, right? So
Yeah.
Put a bunch of M&Ms in your foreskin and see if they melt.
I kind of want to just end this podcast now.
See, why is this getting out of hand already? You wanted me over here.
I did.
I was watching Ghostbusters perfectly fine by myself, and here I am.
Hey, no one put a gun to your head. But I do want to hear the story, though. I want to hear the story again. Kale has not heard the story,
What story are you
and you
talking
know what
about?
I'm talking about.
You talking about the grass guy?
Yes, I'm talking about
The
Grass Guy.
Everybody's had a run in with somebody who takes their grass too seriously.
All right, this happened last week.
Last Sunday.
All right,
Sunday afternoon.
I sadly did not hear any of this. Oh, we got some traffic.
We have to pause for a second.
We pause. No, just keep it going.
Keep going. We have a trick-or-treater here.
We got a trick-or-treater.
Thanks.
Sorry about that. I had a Care Bear to attend to. She was a cute Care Bear. Care Bears are old.
And see?
Remember the Care Bear stare?
Oh, yeah.
Or am I bringing back my age?
What's the Care
So
Bear
my
stare?
age.
I remember Care Bears. What's the Care Bear stare?
The Care Bear stare where they all sit together and they got the hearts and the
Oh,
stars.
yeah, I know that. I didn't know that was called something. I
Yeah,
just thought
Care Bear
that
stare.
I thought they were just shitting something out of their chest.
No, it's a Care Bear stare.
Okay.
That's where they get their power from.
You know what? Once again, they did not go to our bowl.
It's your mannequins, man. They
We
freak
should
me out.
just throw the candy at the kids as they go by. Dang it!
Why do you think I'm on the other side of the table? It's not
I don't
'cause
think
the
anyone's
microphone's here.
No one's noticing the mannequins because all I see is a mask and they're losing their clothes.
Oh God.
All right, so let's get back to the
Okay,
story.
Sunday.
Let's.
Sunday afternoon.
Okay, here we go.
Sunday afternoon.
This story is brought to you by that car that just
We
drove
have to
by.
wait for the Fast and the Furious to go by.
Okay, it was Sunday afternoon. Just got out of the shower, putting clothes on in my room, and it looks out to the front. Grass guy across the street with his big shepherd goes after the neighbor's dog, the old girl across the street.
This house right here.
Had her daughter and her son-in-law there with two little dogs. His dog went over there aggressively. He called it a few times, didn't go over to get it. She was trying to protect him. I yell at the window. Nice. I'm like, maybe not that nice.
I don't think it was nice.
I told him, learn how to control your fucking dogs. His response was, if you got a problem, come down. I'll be there in a second. Ran out the door, stayed on my property. He come running across the street, took his glasses off. Good guy. Swung at me twice. I wasn't really ready for a fight because I figured he'd just, argue with me.
Yeah.
So in my defense, I just gave him a good shot to the jaw. Out cold. Bust his nose open. His eye had gravel. Just fell face first on the gravel. Right over there. Right over there on the road.
Right.
Just out cold. Fell down, and then he tried to get up. Couldn't. He waited there for a few seconds and stumbled across the street all bloody and dirty. I told him he was welcome over at any time, but I've waited 9 years for that.
Yeah.
This is insane, and I missed the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was in my bedroom, and for one, you know how much I'm on the porch.
Mm-hmm.
I was not on the porch this day. I'm in my bedroom watching TV. I don't hear anything. All I heard was him just like storming down the stairs and slams. I genuinely thought he was just eager to go get groceries.
Probably beer.
Probably no, because you would have already had your beer by then.
Not if I was running low and getting close to a closing
Uh-huh.
time.
Yeah, that's true. Gurney sees it, and he saw the whole thing, and like he just told me the story from his perspective the other night, and it's just like it's just so unbelievable that this happened. So since then, has there been an issue?
Inside for about 45 minutes. Then he had to come out and finish his grass.
And then he was right back out watering his grass. What
oh
a
yeah,
champ!
like he didn't miss a beat, but
What
he's
a
all,
champ!
all beat up. But because I didn't say anything about a kick to anybody, and Gurney texted me. He's like, "Try to fly kick you again," because he tried to kick me, and that's when everybody, the old lady across the street, they're all laughing because no one likes him. No one likes him. He walks around.
No, he's that guy. Do you want to take that call on air?
Why are you calling me? Like, if you want to talk to me, I'm right here.
Was it me?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. I haven't even reached for my phone, and I'm still looking.
When have you ever called me? We just yelled.
Butt dialed.
Oh yeah, and thanks for the request the other day.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
We got to do that one without our bassist because he doesn't know it.
Because I got my new roommate, and he's like, "Well, they're pretty good." I'm like, "Yeah, watch this." I'm like, "I'll just text the request." He's like, "All right." I'm waiting a couple minutes, and I'm like, "Here it is." He's like, "That's awesome."
Wait,
like,
you got a roommate?
Yeah, I got a roommate for a little while now.
Since when?
Tuesday.
Today?
Yeah.
What song was it?
It's gonna take 1 second.
What was your request? His request.
I'm on a podcast.
We do "Criminal" by Fiona Apple.
Oh yeah.
And then in between that, because it's a very similar riff, we go into a Clutch song.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk to you and them.
So what happens is, if we don't play it in time, I'll get a text from him, and it'll just say Clutch.
Yeah.
And then once we start playing it, I'll see my phone light up, like on the monitor there.
Oh yeah.
And I'll just look over to it as we're playing. It's either like a thumbs up emoticon,
Yeah.
or a thanks, cool, or
Oh, yeah.
something along those lines.
It's like the one. What's the one you do where then you go into glycer or is Everything's End? What was the Bush song that you do a song and then you kind of in like the breakdown you do like a Bush lyrics?
Everything's Zen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Rockin' in the Free World.
Oh right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
can't remember what cover it was that you did that in.
But when we have a bassist like we do now, because we're prepping for a show next month, which we'll get to later.
Who's your bassist now?
Jim's filling in.
Is it Jim? I saw he was over here.
Jim's filling in for this show, but again, we'll address this later on in the show. We can't play that song when we have a fill-in bassist, so we usually just wait till it's me
What's
and Owen.
that other song that it's almost has the same chorus to that? The same, it sounds the same when you start it. It's Clutch. It throws me off all the time.
I don't know. It's not the song that
You
we're
play
playing.
it all the time. It's one of your, like, I know, like, all your songs that you play them over and over again.
You're gonna have to text me once it happens again.
I'm drawing a blank right now. It's the full moon. I can't think.
Is there a full moon?
Maybe, I don't
No.
know. It's clouds and stuff.
Almost.
Almost.
I thought you were just making us look to steal our candy.
Is it? He's your rapper's
It's empty.
What bowl?
This coat's all huge.
I wanted to steal a candy. I'll steal
Pour
the
it down
bowl, too.
Just pour it down the front of your shirt.
It is a nice bowl.
It is. It's very Halloweeny.
Kevin,
That's my name.
did you know on the set of Ghostbusters, Dan Aykroyd referred to Slimer as the ghost of John Belushi?
Really? Did not know that.
Yeah.
I could see that, though.
Yeah. And
Like an Animal House?
it was called Onion Head on the set because it smelled. But I don't get how that works because there was no actual like
I was gonna say it wasn't
tangible
CGI,
unless they
yeah.
use like just something as a reference.
Did they call him, like, John from a certain movie or just him in general?
Well, just like on the set, like behind the scenes, he would.
I liked him in Animal House.
And John Belushi was supposed to be in Ghostbusters.
Really?
He was supposed to be Venkman.
He's hilarious.
But
I love that guy.
And I think he died while Dan Aykroyd was writing Ghostbusters.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah.
We went from docking to death.
Sorry, we're watching Ghostbusters.
Talking to fights.
Pretty much over with. I hear the credits and stuff.
It's almost time to change the movie.
Yeah, and I missed my docking partner.
Who's your docking partner?
I
I thought you
wouldn't
said
want
part.
him to be a docking partner.
Bones. Jinx.
I said
Jinx.
part.
Who's your docking partner?
I wouldn't want him to be a docking partner. That's one of my options of a docking partner.
Oh, Stay Puffed. Stay Puffed.
Yes. Look at the size of him, really.
Yeah, like I said, you would just dock your whole body, right? You wouldn't even.
Yeah,
He wouldn't even
just
feel
be
you.
right in his pee hole. And
Yeah, but how delicious would it be when he finally came all over you?
Well, it's kind of disturbing, but it would probably be delicious.
He came all over New York City.
Especially if you had some like chocolate and graham crackers. You could be a s'more as you shoot out.
I wish that Ghostbusters, at least the cartoon, would have come up with that, like a chocolate monster and a graham cracker monster. They all kind of met
It's all fought and then.
right in the
smashed
center
into
of the
each other.
city, and they smash into each other.
I'm
Did
sure
a
if you
car
Google a
accident?
porn, you'll find something.
Like a Ghostbusters porn?
Yeah.
It's got to exist. What is that rule?
What doesn't exist?
What is that, Rule 34 or something? Where everything's a porno?
What?
Oh, you didn't tell me about this?
No.
Maybe it was Gurney, but it was like rule number 34. If a movie exists, then the porno version of this movie exists.
There's a porno on everything.
Yeah, and I think that's...
I Google a lot of fucked up shit.
Yeah. Not just movies, but just anything you can imagine. I'm sure it exists.
A few things disturb me, but
That's true. That's why I've vowed never to look at your phone.
I should get Kyle's number and send him some stuff. You won't open it when you see it's me. But Steve will get the song. And Joel did get me at work one day with that song when he worked for me.
You talking about him?
No, you.
Oh.
I'm talking to you. That Joel got me with the song at work. The song that's been going all summer.
Should you want me to sing it?
You can sing it.
Hooked on a feeling. That's all I know, though.
What's that? What's that mean?
Does your audience know about the song?
I don't think so.
Well, I don't know. I don't know the background on this either.
I don't know how it started.
It started you singing it. And then we
from
started texting, and then we try to find a stupid way to hook someone on a feeling. Like, I threw it in Joel's house on a speaker,
Right.
and like, he'll be out front. I put my phone in the radio and play it. He'll send it to me in a text. You open it up. It's like, damn it! But you gotta listen to the whole. All summer. It's a stupid thing, but it's great.
Yeah, it's an old. You know that song?
Yeah.
It's from. I think it's from the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know when it started. Maybe it's because I finally saw Guardians of the Galaxy this summer. The first.
I think that's when
first one.
You started talking about it, and you started singing it, but you sang it for like a week. So I started doing it to you, and I don't know how Joel came in on this, because Joel just wants to be a part of everything. Apparently.
Right.
Uncle Fester.
Well, he's got that grenade speaker. It looks like a water. It's in the shape of a water bottle,
yeah.
But it's all a speaker. So like you could throw it, right? You could throw it, right? It'll be fine.
One day I Bluetoothed it up with a bunch of bird noises, because we all know through the podcast that he is a birder.
Yeah.
I had Ian, when Joel was living here, I pressed play. Ian threw it like a grenade into my house and had bird sounds in there for him. Might have liked it, might have not, I don't know. But it was 2 hours of bird songs.
And then it was used a few times for Hooked on a Feeling.
Many times, yes.
On my window, I think.
Yes, out front a few times.
Out front.
I got Joel with it a couple times.
I think.
Me.
And you even recently just stood with your phone in your backyard, pointing it at my open kitchen window.
And you called me on it, so I had to stand there for the whole thing, leaning over in a very uncomfortable position.
Hey, I was uncomfortable too. Just dancing in my kitchen window.
And we just stared at each other like that got more uncomfortable just staring at each other.
Like we were about to scoot and then dock.
I'm not sure what we were doing, but we were just silent, listening to Hooked on a Feeling, just eye-to-eye contact. We shared a moment.
There was a moment.
There was a moment there. Not a docking moment, but it was a moment.
But I had texted him one time. I don't know if you ever fell for the one where it's just like, oh, dude, look at this guy dressed like Darth Vader or some shit.
No, I didn't get that.
So you just fell for the... Okay, so I just, sent the link to him through text.
Yeah.
And you click on it because, of course, you're going to click on a link, right? And then it's that. And then I think I was either in my kitchen or in my living room, and I heard him in the backyard go, ah, something like that. But there was other times where I sent you you fell for it twice, because I was surprised because it was the exact same link. I mean, but who's going to memorize a YouTube link? Right. They're so random. But one time I said something that I thought would suck him into it, just something Star Wars related, like, oh, look at Darth Vader, how he's dressed, whatever, and he's just like, I'm not falling for that.
No, I'm like, hell no.
And then when Joel was living with you for a bit, I remember you were both in there, and I'd just be in my bathroom, and I would just hear both of you kind of in different spots of your house just singing it.
Yeah, it's catchy.
Over here.
Come on over.
Take, you're the first. Take more. Handful.
more, look it.
Handful.
Grab a big handful.
As much as you want.
The first one.
What's that?
First one.
All right.
Take as much as you want. And they weren't greedy.
She took another one.
I would have just dumped the bowl in my bag.
Just arm scoop it.
All right, so we're all done. We're at the menu.
Yes, but I can't wait to get to Young Frankenstein.
We're gonna get to Young Frankenstein right now.
You want Young Frankenstein now?
I thought that was gonna be the middle movie. Oh, are you getting to Beetlejuice? Are we closing the night with Young Frankenstein?
Well, because who's going to know Young Frankenstein?
That's true.
It's an older movie.
Yeah, but who's walking by? Nobody knows anyway.
Well, it's Cheyenne. That's my roommate's daughter.
Okay. Take as much as you want. Yes, there are. Handful. Take as much as you want. All right, so Kale, we're going to get to our next song as Kevin puts on the next movie, Beetlejuice.
All right.
This is the Rapscallions with Backstab.
I love when people hear me. All right. Am I on? Am I on?
Yep. Hold on.
I'm on right now.
Hold on.
Does it look like I'm talking to a robot penis right now?
You don't have to go too close. You can kind of just,
Well, you tell me. Does
sit like a foot back, sit like
So do I look like I'm talking to a robot penis?
does it look like we're talking into a robot penis?
Yes.
Well, then there's your answer.
It looks more like it if you take this off. It really looks like a robot penis.
Yeah, well, if you want to go bareback on your microphone, I'm going to keep
No, let's just
condom on mine.
Let's just circumcise.
Whatever. You're a
A lot
sick
of penis,
bastard.
a lot of penis talk. A lot of penis talk here
So
tonight.
anything else, whatever you want to hear, just you kind of put that right close to your mouth. You've done that before.
Oh yeah.
So like gerbils or what?
All right, so we are sitting here with
In the middle
Randy.
of a front yard. Randy Pare, by the way.
Randy Pare.
P-A-R-E.
Hi, Randy. How are you?
I don't know.
Welcome to
Feeling
basement.
kind of feisty.
Welcome to basement place.
Basement place?
Even though you're on a front
Or
lawn.
front lawn.
I know, but we can't change the title because we got the website and the email address.
Oh, you own it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paid.
I want to ask you a question.
Ask me a question.
Marry, fuck, kill, Doc.
Doc?
Yes, we got.
All right.
We
well,
got-
Donald Trump's always my Doc partner.
He is on the list. Yes,
Yeah.
we got a list though.
He's my Doc partner.
we got a list.
Okay, well, it's always Donald Trump to Doc with.
Hannibal Lecter, Jack Torrance from The Shining, the Xenomorph from Alien, and Trump.
I already told you I'm going to Doc with. And,
Who are you talking with?
Trump.
Okay, you're sticking with
Always
Trump.
Doc Trump.
Okay, that's good.
Come on.
Can you find it?
He's the greatest. No one can Doc better than Trump. Saying so.
Okay,
Then,
you got Mary Fuck Kill now. You got the Xenomorph from Alien.
none of it really matters. I'm just going to Doc with Trump and the rest. Yeah, no.
You're not playing the game though. You got to play
Yeah,
the
okay,
game.
all right. Well, then,
Xenomorph.
from The Shining, I want to marry.
Really?
Yo, yeah, because...
Did you see how well his marriage turned out?
He's like a
in The
real
Shining?
lover.
Okay.
He's so passionate.
Can I give you a tip though? Hide the baseball bat.
Yeah, but he's so passionate. He's a lover. You can just tell it.
He's a workaholic.
Well, it happens. How are you going to make your money?
He is enthusiastic.
He's not making it anymore. He's got brain farts.
Yeah.
Writer's block.
Yeah, but he will get there.
And I think he's a little.
Will get
He might be a little crazy.
He has a life experience.
No, I'm all. That's my boo right there.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay, so you're gonna marry Jack
who I got
Torrance.
left?
You got the Xenomorph from Alien.
Jack
And
Nicholson now or Jack Nicholson 1972?
I don't know.
Jack Nicholson, 1972.
Meg Ryan.
Who else did I say? The Xenomorph
Yeah. And
and Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, so it's Mary.
Anthony Hopkins, Hannibal
Definitely
Lecter.
fuck Anthony Hopkins.
Okay.
Because you know what I mean. He's got those little.
No,
holes
you
in
don't
his
even.
mask.
You don't even have to explain.
No,
it. I know. I know.
The
you-
mask, and I'm about that size.
nice.
So it's just going perfectly. And then
Okay. Oh.
So then
You're
I
afraid,
would,
you're afraid of biting?
I would kill the Xenomorph, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
How?
I-
I'm not challenging you. I'm just interested.
Well, here's how this would go down. I would Craigslist him
Wow.
and have him take me out on a date,
Okay.
and then I would get a call, probably from you,
Okay.
to give me the get out of there call. So I would go to the bathroom,
Uh-huh.
and then I would reach in the back of the toilet, pull out an Uzi, and blow his fucking head off.
Holy shit, you've been thinking about this question since day one, haven't you?
This isn't new to me. This is...
Wait, you're
I'm sorry. You raped me. When I was a child, you raped me.
you were
I was 27 years old, and he took advantage of me.
The
I was
Z-
just a small child.
the Xenomorph?
Yeah. Does this never happen to you?
No.
You went on a long
Okay,
ride.
hold on. You were at, in this scenario of yours, you're at his place?
No, it
Like they're at a
was
restaurant.
Orlando Studios.
This is detailed. This is good. This is good.
Yeah, it was...
Sure, it wasn't just a guy in the
it was
costume?
not... well, it was some kind of wild ride, I can tell you that.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Beat the shit out of the small world, eh?
very upsetting. Very upsetting.
Okay, so you would marry Who did we say you were going to marry?
Keep your notes together, brother.
I just have names here.
He's marrying Jack
If you had a
Nicholson.
pen, you could write it down.
Marrying Jack Nicholson.
I don't have a
Donald
pen.
Trump.
You know what? Fine, I'd fuck them all.
That's what he said.
I said kill them all.
Oh, yeah.
I would fuck
Oh, no, I'm a lover, not a killer.
Leatherface in order to get him to kill the rest of them.
Okay. All right.
Like, his-
Is there more questions?
Yeah, what's your
Oh, yeah.
favorite scary movie?
My favorite scary movie?
Ever.
Well, I'm going to go with the obvious answer, Showgirls,
Nice.
because that's from Scream. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie.
Showgirls? Yeah.
You ever seen the movie Scream? Like, what's your favorite scary movie? Or, sorry, scary movie. Like, what's your favorite scary movie?
Like-
Showgirls.
Oh, like,
You guys don't watch movies?
what's that?
Like, I gotta tell you.
What are those?
Like, tell you your own damn job.
What's Scream?
What's a movie?
I'm sorry. Very sorry. My favorite scary movie?
Is that what they say in a scary movie? Showgirls?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember it.
God
Carmen.
damn.
All right,
Wait,
no, they say
isn't
yeah.
that Carmen Electra? That says that?
Yeah.
Pamela Anderson.
At the start of
something.
Scary Movie 1. Yeah.
Hi, baby. I'm being interviewed.
Hello.
So what?
Baby, go play.
Hello. I'm so cute.
You can edit this, right?
No, this is all staying in. This is all staying in.
All right, baby, go play.
Good
That's the
cameo.
demon herself. That's my seat. Addie, no. Addie, Addie, go play. Addie, go play. Eat some candy. Go away. So what was the question?
Your favorite scary movie?
Oh,
Think of
my
a scary
favorite
movie.
scary movie? Mm-hmm. There you go, baby. Free candy. Go play. My favorite scary movie would probably... Actually, in honest truth, Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one. I mean, the mother's a killer, right? Oh, did I spoil that for anyone?
You spoiled it for me because I've
They have
never seen
35
those
years.
movies.
Yeah, 35
You've never
years
seen
to watch
Friday
it.
the
or
13th?
whatever.
I don't think
I'm
so.
about to leap over the table
Kevin
and
Bacon?
strangle the fuck out of you.
Kevin Bacon, right? The first one.
I
first
believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Is he?
Because one has Johnny Depp, I think.
That's
Halloween.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, Nightmare.
I've seen those
Yeah,
ones.
okay.
I never got into the Friday the
No, there's
13th
like
one.
famous
Friday the
people in
13th.
these crap-ass cheesy movies.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
awesome.
I know Halloween the best.
Yeah, no, the first Friday the 13th because
Yeah, it was
the
good.
original killer is actually the mother.
Maybe
Yeah.
I have seen. I haven't seen them all. That's for sure.
No one's seen them all. You ever see Jason X?
I was just gonna say that.
Oh yeah.
I haven't, but I've heard a lot.
What a waste of 90 minutes.
Oh man, I loved it.
This conversation is brought to you by that car that just sped by.
But I love that movie because it's like a hologram going on, and Jason wakes up and he beats one girl in a sleeping bag.
That's the best part.
That's the part I
so
hear. That's
great.
the part I always hear.
That's
about.
the best
I don't
part.
remember any of the rest of the movie, but that part.
That's the best part of the movie.
Oh, it's so great.
Everything else is awful. But as soon as that scene happened, as soon as he starts just like slugging her against the tree with
I've
the
watched that
sleeping bag,
movie 10 times, and all I remember is that part.
that's all I remember too.
It's so great.
And then a bunch of bad B-list Canadian actors, probably. They seem like Canadian actors.
No,
Why?
they're probably.
Where they
I don't
say,
like to
do
say
they,
this
do they
live
keep
on air, but
apologizing
they
to
might
Jason?
be a little bit of a Jewish. You don't know.
No, I know, because the
You
Jewish
know?
are entertaining, and those people are not entertaining.
I don't want to get into the Jewish actors, but
Is there a lot of them?
whatever. Made it
There's-
political.
yeah, they're everywhere.
What's your next question?
What's in your pockets?
What's in my pockets?
Yeah.
Like $13.50 in change, a Metallica wallet, and mine and my wife's cell phone.
Well, we don't believe you until you throw it on the table.
Made me empty my fucking pocket.
That's
What kind of podcast is this?
That's what we do on this show.
We're actually
They make
police.
you empty your pockets?
Ask Brigham. He's an alumni.
Yeah, I always have Kleenex in my pocket.
All right, next question. Like
Oh,
seriously.
oh,
come
so
on,
now
ask
now
more
he's
questions.
not gonna answer our questions.
All right, well, you don't just fine. Like I'm gonna lie to you that I told you there's cell phones in my wallet.
Uh huh.
All right, these guys are Nazis. Oh shit, I got a 10.
He's Jewish. How can he be?
There's
a
a lighter. There's my crazy pills. And then
You didn't mention a few of these things.
Yeah, we're actually police officers. This is just a ruse.
anything else?
Yes.
Do you wanna make out the change?
Now we play the game. Get all this shit off my table.
Fuck kidding. You know, I've only been on one podcast. It's the worst one I've been on. clonazepam. Yeah, you want to buy some?
No.
I got out of it. I'm going to pick up all my fucking change.
Can I break in here for a second?
Well, apparently you can.
Yeah, because they're the worst
I've
ones.
never
to
asked
ever.
what was in my pockets.
Your show's coming
a
up.
small penis and nothing.
Yes, but I was just on and you never asked.
Kevin. Kevin, oh dearest neighbor of mine. What's in your pockets?
I want to take a
No.
picture.
Can you give me a second?
Can't
Because
do that now.
honestly, I got to interview these guys. Terrible, terrible hosts.
I can't tell you now.
He's the host.
I
I'm
have
just a
something
laughing
special
guy.
for you, but I
What?
had to ask.
What's in your pockets?
Can't.
Why?
Mushroom stamp.
You can't have a build up like that and not deliver.
Who's got a cigarette?
We'll see next time.
Addie, no, baby. Addie, no. Careful. Sorry. Addison, go play, babe. Go play. Sorry. That's my daughter. She's autistic. And she'll break all your shit. Addie, stop. Go play, baby. Go see mom. Go find mom. Yeah, she'll wreck your whole podcast. Like, destroy all your shit. Break that iPad over her leg. Yeah.
I thought we were talking guitars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
You can strum on mine. Anytime you want.
I don't think he's being serious again.
I think he is.
I think he's...
But no, I want to hear your band play.
All right.
I'll jam with you.
You can hear my band play.
I'll come play with you one time.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I got 11 guitars, 2 Marshall stacks.
We're really looking for a guy who only has 10 guitars.
Ah, damn it, I missed out.
Sorry.
Anyways, what do you do again, by the way?
I host a podcast.
So I
No,
noticed
I
you have a
don't. I don't.
beard.
I have what?
You have a beard, right?
Yeah. I grow a beard.
Are you just trying half-assed to have that beard, or?
Yeah. It's mostly a lot of laziness so far.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, my beard to his beard. Come on now.
Well, that's a different beast altogether. Yeah. Please.
You know what pisses me off? You know what really grinds my gears?
Shoot.
Is hipsters with freaking beards that are all prominent and freaking shaved down and done with wax and all
glitter.
kinds of shit.
Have you seen the glitter?
Hey, you want a real beard?
Have you seen glitter beards?
The hell's
There's guys that put glitter in their beards.
Those aren't guys.
Yeah. If you want to get angry.
It's not chicks with dicks, it's dudes with tits. Anyways, yeah, no, that's too. Hi, sweetheart. It's okay. It's too prominent, too clean, too. You know what a beard is? This. You know why it's a beard? Because you're too damn lazy to do anything else. It grows fucking weird.
Yeah.
Out this way. It's all scraggly.
Into your mouth?
And there's all kinds of shit. Yes, hi. I'm sorry. I'm being interviewed by people I don't even know.
Oh, okay. I love you.
A couple
I'm
of okay.
Mwah.
A couple
I
of
read
weirdos are interviewing. me.
Hey, whatever. So weirdo's interviewing a weirdo.
You're the one talking about glitter beards.
No, you started the.
We're gonna glitter his beard.
No.
And that's
You know
how
what-
that happens.
You know what a real beard is? When it grows like crap.
Yeah.
That's a real beard.
That's
I swear to
that's
God.
a homeless person.
I am a homeless person
Like
who
mange?
owns a home.
That is not a homeless person.
You don't know that.
Yes, I
Explain
know.
that to me.
Because it
It doesn't make any sense to me either.
it makes the less null and void.
I don't know. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Friend's
Oh,
floor.
is that weed? I don't do that.
Oh, we should.
But
first
anyways,
time.
so I was fooling another girl, passed out, blacked out, in my mother's own bed.
Whoa.
And then I never seen her for a little bit, and my buddy started fucking her. So he lost virginity to her, and then I lost my virginity to her in a closet. And we started dating for about 2.5 years. So nothing
In the closet?
exciting. Yeah, in a closet. Actually, not even closet. Underneath a set of stairs. That's how I lost my virginity. And then she told me, she's like, next time, can you move a little bit? Because I was all nervous. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. She just kind of bounced up and down. Nice big titties. Sweet. Right on. Yeah, I've only had 2 girlfriends my entire life. That girl, and then my wife. 19, just fucking shredding ass.
Yeah, just slanging dick.
So we're gonna take a break while they puff marijuana.
Anyway, yes, we are going to get to our next song though. Thank you, Randy.
Oh, I want to go all day.
Oh, we can't go all day though.
Why not? I can talk for hours.
These are just brief stints talking.
All right. Well, if you're kicking me off,
Hey, we kicked Kevin off too.
all I can say is rock and roll.
All right, this is our next song. This is Pitch Union with Mental Distortion.
Pitch to me for what Kevin do his daughter. He did it like this, fucking did it like that. You wiki. Oh.
Yeah, but maybe sit down first. Just.
Right? It's like this.
How late do you think it's legal to do this out here?
I don't know. What time?
10:20. I think we got at least 40 minutes.
We're going for a world record. The longest podcast outside below 40-degree weather on Halloween.
Is it?
Being shown on the park in front of a house.
I'm trying to keep it.
You know the Guinness Book of World Records?
In Canada.
I'm trying to.
It was in the book of Guinness World Records for having the most book with the most world records in it.
They didn't want to be pretentious and put it in it. Put it in their own book.
I am nice and snug now. 2 pairs of socks.
It's 39 Fahrenheit, so it's above freezing.
But yeah, we'll have a conversation and then we'll debut the new Help song.
Oh shit! Somebody help us.
How did Norm say it? Debut. Debut.
Notre Dame. The Reggie Watts one.
Huh?
Reggie Watts says it like Notre Dame. Joe Rogan's like, don't ever say it like that again.
Have you seen?
Is it like extra French?
Have you seen Reggie Watts?
No, not recently.
Holy shit, man! Did that guy change?
Yeah.
He says he doesn't want to do it now.
Who?
He just left.
Left.
He just went to March.
Oh, I think maybe they just like walked home.
Nobody's.
All right. Well, then you sit down. We're,
Man, I'm good doing it.
He'll come in.
He'll step in when he feels like it.
right. We're already recording, so.
Are we?
I hear your song and shit.
Kale means we're stealing your song.
It's like, might as well sit down and start because
I'm already on the phone with agents.
I got your song and have a scary looking.
See, I think in my head, as I was saying before, these lights in my head, like before this day happened, I was expecting them to be a lot more luminescent. Like
They're brighter on that side of the table because you're up there.
I didn't even notice them until you just told
Like
me.
Todd's
Exactly.
face is lit
So
up.
I think-
Todd's face is lit up a bit.
My face.
I know the I noticed
He
that.
does have a Halloween look to him.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, like the bad guy from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Most
You know
movies.
who's the bad guy? This owl skeleton that's staring me down with his wee, big,
Hey.
black, caved-in eyes.
You don't have to go that close to the mic. You could just be like this.
I want to go cat.
That's too close.
That was 2D.
You're too
That's
close,
okay.
man. No, is that good?
Yours is the
Right
loudest
there.
as usual.
We're not even started. Like, we're not doing this podcast yet.
No, we're starting.
This is,
I got a question for you.
I might have an answer.
Murder, fuck, kill, Doc. Okay. Patrick Bateman, Dracula, Damien,
It's Damien.
kid from Exorcist,
Okay.
And Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
And what do I have to do? I have to match those up with...
Marry, fuck, kill, Doc.
Can you
Doc
see
got
those names
added.
in front of me? Like,
Doc got added by the first guest. That was the first.
Okay, who are my guys again?
Okay, so you got Patrick Bateman from American Psycho.
Yes.
You have Dracula.
Yes.
You have Damien. And you also have...
That's like
Kale?
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
Damien's like a kid, so you can only do like 2 of them to
Okay,
him.
so Doc.
Okay, let's go. Hold on. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. Okay. I'm going back.
Unless you're John Podesta.
Or Kevin Spacey.
If it's John Podesta, you can add eat.
Oh, happy Halloween, y'all.
All right, so Mary, fuck, kill.
Brigham was here. He would have
Okay.
enjoyed that joke.
Mary, fuck, kill.
I would-
Patrick Bateman,
I would-
Dracula,
hold on.
and Michael Myers.
Mary, kill,
Mary, fuck, kill.
Mary, fuck, kill, and Doc.
You still want to go the Doc?
Well, there's 4 guys, four people. You
No, I just said 3.
Oh, which was 3 out of that?
I took out the kid.
Oh, you took out- Thank goodness. He was dead, man. He was fucking dead.
for spacey
For
reasons.
spacey reasons.
For spacey reasons.
Topical
We'll make a
reasons.
little spacey in here, and I would say that I would kill Michael Myers. I would fuck Buddy from American Psycho.
Good choice.
And I would marry Dracula because he would make me,
Immortal.
Immortal.
Yeah.
There you go.
What? Good choices or what?
These are great choices that are coming out tonight. I would not be able to, like, maybe in time, maybe in like a few days, I'll be able to be like, okay, this is my choices. I've got it on laminated paper now. Like, I'm ready
If
to
I wake
submit.
up in a cold sweat
That's why I cheated.
because I had a dream about fucking that dude from American Psycho, I'm calling your ass and waking
Okay.
him up.
Just run from the chainsaw.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then you're in
got the
Leatherface.
camcorder in the mirrors.
Leatherface. We are speaking with a good friend of ours and oft spoken of in season 1. Eldest brother
Really
to
NPR in this.
Brigham Shearon. Shearon?
Sharon.
See, now that's an interesting question.
Okay, hold on. We'll get to that in a minute. We
That's
still
a
have
whole
to.
other
We
conversation around
still
here.
have to introduce you.
Okay.
We are speaking with Todd
This is NPR.
Shearon.
That works.
Shearon? Oh my God! See,
Sharon.
both their answers are so
Sharoni.
fucking misleading.
There's a lot of them.
Sharon. That's
My
what you've
my-
always.
my
you
poppy
guys have
would
always
say-
told me. So.
Sheeran. You
Sheeran.
say Sheeran. My poppy would say Sheeran, but
See, I like that.
Chiron.
I like that more than Chiron because it just sounds
Yeah.
more
Mine's not debatable.
fluid.
My first name's debatable.
you're simply
Judging
the
by like
best.
every substitute teacher and hairdressing place. Not hairdressing, but like Borix.
Anytime they have to announce your name
Right.
through
Dentist,
a PA
the
system,
No
dentist.
matter what
the
Kale does, it's
principal's office.
done by the best.
right?
And that's something you don't get in everything that's done these days.
Right. So Todd,
Yes.
how are you, my brother?
Stephen, I'm perfectly well, thank you.
How's it been?
It's been good.
Yeah?
It's been a long summer, and it's now feeling like fall as we're sitting out here
It
on,
is.
Feeling like winter.
on the front
it is
yard of your house watching
fucking
movies.
cold.
It's feeling like
It is.
deep fall.
Happy
deep
Halloween to
freeze.
you guys.
Is he gonna
Deep
freeze
autumn.
himself?
Happy Halloween.
Out of this
I'm-
world.
You as well,
I'm happy to be watching Young Frankenstein outside.
young
You're
Frankenstein.
not really because your
Tarp
back's
screen.
to it.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're not watching it.
Yeah, I am. I'm watching it the most.
Have you seen this, Kale?
No.
Oh,
Am I
this
wrong?
is a
Is
great
Vincent
movie.
Price
Mel
in it?
I'm
Brooks.
just gonna zone out from
Mel
it.
Brooks.
Mel Brooks.
Yes, we should talk about
I
how
always
we
hear a
are
lot about him, but I don't think I've ever
on
seen
the big
anything.
screen now. Is Young
Young
Frankenstein,
Frankenstein on the big screen.
the genius Gene Wilder.
I was telling Kale earlier that when this came on, I said there's a how there's a million little quick videos on everywhere, Facebook. There's a quick video of Gene Wilder, and it was introduced by Mel Brooks whenever it came out on the Johnny Carson show, and then they show this reel of outtakes of Gene Wilder from this movie, and they are priceless because he just stops, and then he breaks out laughing so insanely in Gene Wilder way, and the people that are on set with him can't handle it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I was reading. Yeah.
Gotta find that one. Google it. Anybody's listening, Google it. Gene Wilder, Mel Brooks, Johnny Carson, outtakes, Young Frankenstein.
In fact, Kale, you should just go and watch the movie. Like, I'll
Yeah,
finish up
okay.
talking with
See you,
Todd.
see you guys later. I'm pretty much doing that anyway.
It's that part just after where he says, no, it's pronounced
Okay, I'm gonna let you talk.
Frankenstein.
I'm just.
No, I'm watching a movie.
Frankenstein. What movies did I
Frankenstein.
miss before I got to the party here?
Is Frankenstein Jewish? Is that
We were
a thing?
curious.
German. Maybe.
Yeah, well, see, that was the question because the one guy's like, Mr.
I
Frankenstein.
don't know if we should be talking about this.
He
But
makes it sound very German, and then when he says his part, Wilder's like, no, it's Frankenstein.
oh yeah.
Is that how they talk? The Frankensteins? You
Um,
guys are getting mesmerized by this beautiful black and white
I was
cinematography.
listening. We started off with Ghostbusters.
Ooh, I missed the classic.
Started out with Ghostbusters. First of all, how many kids would you say passed tonight?
9 to 11.
Seriously, man. Hardly anybody.
It's because it's no longer Halloween; it's Black and Orange Day.
Yeah.
And
Who
you're
told-
not
oh,
allowed
Jim-
to do anything Halloween-y on
Jim was telling me that
Black
at band
and-
practice
That's
the
the
other
actual
night.
thing.
Yeah, schools.
It's non-binary
you,
black
you
and
can't,
orange day.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, exactly. You can't dress up anymore
Yep.
in costumes. You just
Stupid.
wear either orange or black or both.
Well,
That's how. That's where they get crazy. Yeah, that's where they get
You
crazy.
get a
tell you
shirt that's
though-
half orange and half black, and you're the rebel.
Yeah.
I just came from a junior C hockey game where I'm rink announcer for the Essex 73s, and the general manager came up to me before the game, and he's like, yeah, no costumes, the whole thing's changed. I don't get this black and orange day, whatever. And I'm like, it's actually pretty cool for us because Black and Orange Day and the team. the colors are black and orange. And he's
Yeah.
like,
That just
I
seems
like
like a
where your
separate
head's
promotion.
at, man.
You sure
So
that
anyways,
just-
we
So
won
he
the-
promoted you.
Yeah, he promoted
Are
me.
you sure that that's not what
put me on a higher
what the
stool
story
in the
is?
penalty box? No, but Essex 73's won tonight, so that was cool. Yeah, black and orange day. That's
So
yeah.
is that like a
whatever.
real national thing, or is it you guys just saying that it's just for the hockey team?
No, this is for real. That's
No, like
what
in
it is
school,
in
schools,
now.
in
Yeah.
schools.
No masks, no nothing like that. That has to do with the head.
Well, I think it was Jim and Omen that were telling me about that, or maybe it was just I don't know. I was told at band practice
You don't,
the
you
other
don't
day.
want to insult or scare, or there's a whole bunch of different angles with that. But it's mostly like masks and makeup are not allowed.
Well, you know what? You know what probably happened. One kid stabbed another kid to death one time in class, and he ruined it.
Halloween.
It ruined it for everyone. He was
Halloween day
Freddy
after.
Krueger probably, or Rambo.
False flag, my brother would say.
could have been Rambo.
My brother would say it was a false flag.
I fail.
He would. This owl is freaking me out, dude. Like,
He wants your soul.
I don't have
Give
one.
him your soul.
I don't have one. I'm a redhead. Sucks to be you, owl.
I only got half left. Maybe
Talk
alone.
to me. What else is going on here? I feel like I haven't seen you guys much in a little while. You guys,
Probably
Kale
since
was on my podcast. We were
Yeah.
just sampling that special edition or special episode
Yeah, I
of
still haven't
when
listened to that.
Kale
I gotta
and
do that.
myself and my younger sibling went to all the ballparks.
There
and
he
I
is.
think that you
He
guys
came
talked
he came
about
around
that.
the corner as you said that.
See?
It sounded like you were announcing him. And this is Brigham.
Brigham's here in the house.
I'm gonna go smoke a joint. I just wanted to let you in the garage.
He's on a podcast.
We're taping.
Fair enough.
We're live right now.
I'm sorry.
We're live on Instagram.
He's sorry we're live on
Live on
Instagram.
Can we be live on Snapchat?
Hey.
With my dick.
Hey, we are actually waiting for you to join him, so you guys can bro it up.
For 5 minutes.
Well, you got you got 18 minutes.
I have way more to say, apparently. Well, I was
18
talking
minutes
about
to-
you.
Okay, we'll just. I'll meet you.
Okay. I don't even know where I'm going, but I'll figure it out.
I think he just kissed you in the back of my
He blew-
poncho.
Yes. Something along those lines.
Yeah.
So anyways, I don't know what we're talking about, but yeah, Kale was on my podcast.
So you're at it. You're at her at a constant.
I took a break for the last couple of weeks. It was just getting hard.
wanna-
Hard to lock down, guests and stuff. Like,
Did
you guys are a little
do you
more
wanna
on the
plug the name of
locale.
your-
What's that?
Sorry, do you want to plug the name of your podcast?
I might.
Let's do it.
Should do
Go
that.
sincere.
What's
What's
that?
the name? What's the name of your podcast?
Oh, I can't. I'm like, all I can hear
Sorry.
is Young Frankenstein in the background. The podcast is called See, Hear, Speak, No Evil, featuring me and my AKA, which is the Todd
One word?
Father. So I am the Todd Father.
One word.
You can spread it out. As a URL, it's one word: See, Hear, Speak, No Evil. .podbean.com. Yeah. So, but
.eu.
apparently it's supposed to. I thought it was on iTunes. It's not.
Are you on YouTube?
I am. Yeah. The
You-
episodes
what's
are on
that?
YouTube.
How do you
That would be,
same way?
That
Search
would be
same way.
no on YouTube. It would be my page, the Todd Father. I am the Todd Father.
See, now you're confusing me again.
Oh, I
That's
confused
why I
you.
couldn't find you.
It is
'cause
see here,
that's
speak
what I
no
looked.
evil.
That's how I looked
no
for
evil.
it.
See here, speak no evil
Looking for Todd
with the Todd
Shearon.
Father. Yes. We'll embed it. Just imagine me topless with my hands over my ears and then my mouth and then my eyes. That's
Yeah,
the,
why are we
that's-
topless?
That's the branding. But no, I like I was saying, you guys are more on the locale and that kind of thing, whereas I'm trying to get more, marquee or even national or international success people of some degree. Like, trying, athletes and
Are you
musicians and-
are you so boastfully just calling our guests non? How'd you say?
Not important.
No. I said more locale. Like everybody you have is generally in the pocket of the Windsor, Essex County,
Right.
or people friends, that kind of thing.
That's all we have access to.
Get around. Easy access. No, but I mean, hey, and they're great. I've listened to it, and it's cool. And a lot of the guys that you've had on, I know. So it's it's like, holy
Yeah.
crap, I didn't know that about Eric.
It's not interesting to a lot of people, but it's
or
just
your brother
really interesting to a
JP,
couple people.
Yeah, I even learned stuff about my brother, and it's like, what don't I know about my brother?
Okay, now this isn't like what we're doing here tonight. This experiment isn't actually not really.
Going to happen.
Maybe, I don't know.
You might or
Going
might
to
not
air,
hear this
depending
at
on
a
the
later
audio,
time.
Depends on how knowing the.
Yeah, we have no idea how this sounds right now because we have no speakers. All that we have to go on is
a test run that we did.
You have headphones
and
like right
peaks.
there, dude. Like,
But we
plug
can't
them in.
plug. I don't know. Steve doesn't know how to work his PA, so.
No, I could plug them in, but like I'd be the only one wearing them, or you'd be the only one wearing
As
them.
long as one of you can hear. Whenever I do a podcast on location, I have to keep them on so I can hear, because you might lose audio.
Yeah.
And then what do you do?
If
You're
you
like,
just,
"Shit,
just let me
he
sit
said
next.
the
Teach me the
coolest
knobs.
things, man, but I
Teach
don't
me the
have
knobs
the
and let me sit next to the thing, and I'll take care of that.
All right.
I can carry a little more load.
It's not difficult, man.
Well, you
Everything's
know
color
what?
coded.
It honestly happened. I was doing my second episode with Greg and Nip, and we were on his front porch, and I had my mobile, set up, and for some reason the Marantz recorder I was using just skipped out, stopped. Like, and nobody know. I couldn't tell you. Nobody can make sense of it. And then it
Fucking Marantz.
It did it a second time.
Told you, Kale. Fucking Marantz.
You're
Had I
always saying
not
that.
heard the beep, like it made a noise, telling me that this occurred. If I didn't have the headphones on, I wouldn't have heard. I would have continued with my 2.5 hour episode, and I would have not known that we got nothing. So yeah, definitely headphones, because we might be talking for nothing right now.
Well, that's happened.
Yeah.
We've done
See,
that
it's a
a few
total drag, right?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have to come back out here
start over,
and
Emily.
re-record it because
We're
that's
gonna-
what
we're
we've
gonna have to
done.
hire
It's
kids to
Sheeran.
come trick or treat.
It's Sheeran.
and reenact this whole.
Those 9 kids, no
Yeah,
problem.
Yeah, really. It costs us like $45.
We'd have to start over, and I'll have to be like, it's Sheeran or Sheeran. Sharon.
We've been over this a couple times
I
now
know.
with your brother, and he has the same cavalier attitude like you, just like however you want to pronounce it.
As long as you don't call me late for dinner, just call me the Todd Father.
And
I am the Todd
isn't
Father.
that what Brigham said too?
Probably. It's their family crest.
It's our credo.
Kale the closer.
Oh, that's great. Gail has a
Actually, I think
half-clothed,
it's-
anonymous masked thing, mannequin behind him.
Yeah.
Anyway, as I was saying, this isn't actually like an episode for
Special
the guest.
episode.
So we're hoping that you're going to come on the show
Yeah, man.
We're
for
gonna
your own
test-
episode.
We're gonna
Tell
test
me
all
when.
these. guests.
Inside, downstairs, in basement
Where it's
place.
not like
We're
Sub-Zero.
gonna workshop all these guests and then determine who's
Tell me
gonna be
when. I
on.
wanna
Who's
be
gonna be
your-
on
can I
for
be
a
your
full
first
episode?
guest? I want to be your first guest. Like the second guest. Like, first, second. Is the second season you're working for?
And
Is
we're
that
just
what it's
smelling people as they go by.
We're on the second season right now.
called? Okay, so
This is
I
the
wanna-
first episode of you are on.
I am on it.
the
Maybe,
first
you said,
episode.
Maybe.
Unless this goes bad, then we're not gonna have
if
you
it goes
back.
bad, then we're
That's what I'm
throwing the
saying.
Hail
These are
Mary
all-
and we're
these
gonna
are-
start over. We're gonna line
Yeah.
up.
These are auditions. For
Don't-
the
Just
season.
tell me.
Don't
Tell
throw
me.
that owl at us, and we'll be fine.
I totally forgot. I was wondering why I had the chills, and other than the cold, was this owl. But
Yeah.
It reminded me. But no, yeah, I
wondered.
want to do like a real.
You wondered
sit
why your
down,
soul
we'll
was
be
draining?
warm in the basement. With tasty beverages and
Well, you know what?
it's the best.
I think I don't know if I mentioned this on air yet, but I certainly mentioned it to Kale off air today. I think it was when you first got here today, that when this was planned, it was still summer weather,
when Halloween was planned.
Right.
and like that was like
last week.
that was like 10 days ago. I was just telling him this. 10 days ago, I was sitting on the porch thinking, this is great weather to do this in.
Dun dun dun.
So I
Hey, but
think
you're still doing it. We're still out here.
right,
long guns.
we're bundled.
Goods.
It's cold as fuck.
Todd borrowed a poncho from Steve.
I got
The two
Steve's
small ponchos.
We
Steve
pretty-
wears a medium. I wear a large to extra large.
That's actually bulky on me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm, macho because.
Is it comfortable though?
Well, it's restricting my breathing.
That's good though.
It's not that bad.
That's
No,
good,
It's
though.
warm. I'm toasty.
I'm killing you with my
I'm
shirt.
toasty. Yeah, suffocating me with your poncho.
Right.
I don't know what material it's made of.
No.
Poncho. It's
Is
like
poncho
wool.
a
I guess it's
material?
wool.
No, that wasn't a serious question. Never mind. Yeah, it's cold, but as Kale
Gene
put it,
Wilder's keeping me warm.
The moon is
a-
out.
as Kale put it, he finds a silver lining in everything. At least it's not raining.
I said
Yes,
that too. I
that's
said that
true.
too early though. I might have. We're good now. I think. Like,
not
I
raining,
think
could
it's
wrap
not
it up if we had to.
snowing.
The moon looks ominous though.
Always ominous.
It
Yeah.
does. It's kind of surrounded by a
It's foggy.
fog.
It's foggy.
It's eerie. It's like
It's
Halloween.
just, it's
so
just
when
up
it-
there. It's like maybe people have landed on me. Maybe they haven't.
You don't know what's on me.
Maybe the Nazis are here.
Well, that's something that Tom DeLonge was saying on Rogan.
Yeah.
About the moon. Just like we don't know. Fuck. What was he saying? Never mind. I'm gonna edit this part out because.
No, you're not.
I
Just
can't-
keep it in.
can't.
You're
A big
talking about
loud
the
car
moon.
went by.
You heard it though. You heard it though.
Yeah.
Like he mentioned the moon.
I don't edit mine. You edit your thing.
Oh fuck yeah.
See, only
Yeah.
the first time because, and I'll be honest here, it was with James Black was my first guest.
Who?
James Black from
Who?
Finger 11.
Who?
James Black. James Black from Finger 11.
Who?
So
That's enough.
we're sitting.
I just wanted to see how long it was
I
going.
should have kept it going.
That was a few times.
So we were on there, and I was like, you know, it was one of those mornings. I was a little nervous. I had to get into the mindset of doing it. I'd never done one. It was a technical situation, whatever. And I had like 2 large coffees, and I had one of those Tim Hortons frozen lemonades here, and a half coffee, and then a bottle of pop. And I was drinking it, and then the guy who was producing my first episode, Larry, brought me a bottle of water. So I had all this variety of liquid, and I was just pounding it because I was talking. It was warm in the building. I was sweating. I was a little bit nervous to get the ball rolling. And we knew we were putting songs. We were splicing songs that Jay had to put in there. So after song 1, we were at about an hour and 20 minutes, and I was like, okay, I introduced the song, and I was like, okay, so the song will play now. Obviously, we have to edit that in. Do you want to take a break for a second? Because I got to go pee because of all these drinks. And he's like, so am I actually just going to talk for a couple minutes while you go pee? As if it was still going, but I did actually cut that out.
See,
I
yeah,
did cut that out.
That's realistic. But like how
but
long
I had to figure it out.
how long was that digging at you? That you had to pee.
The high level pee factor was probably about half an hour.
Oh, really?
It
eh?
was, yeah, and I knew that we were going for 2 hours for sure.
Were you actually listening to his answers, or is that all you could think
just
about?
thinking about waterfalls.
No,
Like, how do I cut in to tell him that I have to piss?
Well, you know what? I just was. I would have fought it, or I would have had the bottle underneath the desk and figured it out. But no, I knew that we were going to cut in, and we did get into some good conversations. So actually, I was going to put it in at an hour. We were looking at 2 hours, start, middle, hour, and then close with a song.
Yeah.
And at that point, it was like I said, it was over an hour, going on an hour and a half. So I was like, you know what? We got in a conversation. When we threw to the song, because I knew we had to, I just decided that I couldn't wait anymore.
Yeah.
I could taste it. It was that bad.
Yeah, I hear you. I know those times.
So no, I try not to. I'm not saying I won't ever edit again, but unless somebody really says something that they don't want to get out there or something occurs,
Okay, so this is a
So
good.
far, it's gone good.
This will tie in then to what you're saying then,
Yeah.
to why I edit our podcast, because I envy that where you can keep, like Marin does it too, like and a lot of people do, but like you can keep your episode succinct and down to like 90 minutes.
Sure.
And you can get a lot accomplished in that time. Like, what Mark Maron does with his guests, like they go over a lot of shit in an hour and a half, but the way that our show is laid out, it just seems like how does someone just do 90 minutes?
Well,
ours has always been that idea of just kind of hanging out in the basement. Anyways.
Right, yeah. But no, hold on.
It's not like a
hold
show
on.
format. It's just,
And that's something else because it is more of a hangout vibe. And like we go for like 4 or 5 hours sometime. We don't want to put out.
shorten it a bit.
We don't want to put out a 5 hour. Like
3
our
hours,
finale
dude.
from last season was 4 hours, but it was just like, fuck it, it's a round table.
that's. I mean, it's too much. Like, I mean, even 2.5 hours pushing
Not for me.
3.
No,
First
yeah,
two-
but
me, I'm
yeah,
the
but not
opposite because
okay.
people are like,
Okay, then
oh,
let me
they're
let me
like-
ask you. Let me ask you.
Yeah.
When do you listen to podcasts?
I listen to them when I'm bike riding or
Okay.
jogging, or when I was working in a factory setting. In summer, I was working at midnight, so I put them on then too.
Yeah. So, but even then, you didn't really favor the longer podcast.
If I had, well, I did when I was working.
You worked.
That's my
especially
thing,
when
is
I
I
work.
work
But if my bike ride's not going to last 4 hours. My bike ride.
No, and no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Something like a jog or.
And it's fine to go back to it, but it's like you kind of lose that groove. And
Yeah.
sometimes, podcasts
prefer
go
the
up and
longer
down.
one.
Like I've heard Rogan talk with Hetfield about breeding bees for an hour and a half of a 3.5 hour podcast. But I've also heard him talk to people for, just over an hour. And now when I book people, especially when they're on such a tight schedule or doing a lot of press or whatever the case may be, or over the phone, I try and say, an hour we'll call it an hour. And if it goes a little longer, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I know I'm going to put 5 to 10 minutes, 5 minutes usually I try to keep my introductions to, and a quick wrap-up. So, an hour and a half would be great. But a couple people that I've heard reviews from, in person, they're like, how long is, I said, a new one putting it out today or just put it out yesterday. How long is it? First question.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's about an hour and 45. Like, they're so long. I'm like,
that's long to them. Yeah. See,
an hour,
that's like
an hour is
medium to me.
about the bubbling point. You got.
I get annoyed. Like I listen to like some photography ones, and there's like some that are like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like landscape photography. Like why even bother? It's like
I listen to Anna
for me
Faris,
listening to it
they're
at
all an
work.
hour.
I'm listening to it for 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah.
I
So
don't know that I could
can't.
take it at more than an hour.
Well, see, like where I work, where you worked, like
Yeah.
if I can listen to a 3-hour podcast, that eats up so much of my day that I don't even have to think of going back to my phone to load up a new one.
Right.
So like what Kale and I in our professions. Careers.
I didn't insult you. I was just trying to insult myself.
Well, and me in the process. Like,
Yeah, I know. I realized you got this collateral damage.
But yeah, so if you're jogging or riding a bike, absolutely, like maybe an hour podcast. But I also listen to Chris Shiflett, the guitarist for Foo Fighters. I listen to his podcast now, but some of his episodes are like 38 minutes, and they're interviews with like musicians or whatever. Like 38 minutes long. I'm like under an hour. Like
Right.
what?
At least
You know
do an
what?
hour.
I was starting to, what else can I do? Because
No. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with what you do. I actually envy it that you can get it to that small space because.
But it's a matter. It's I kind of think it's got to be person to person because.
Well, if you're talking to
James is like, dude, I could talk for another 3 hours just about Star Wars. Like he was down to go, and then other people, like I said, with scheduling, like.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're
tomorrow
trying to book like a more famous person, it's hard.
Yeah,
It's hard to
and
book. Hey, do you got
especially
5
when they're
hours?
on
3?
tour.
Yeah.
Like I know tomorrow with Maida, it's like he's flying in from LA to Detroit on the red eye, so he's
They
gonna
don't
get here
give a
like
shit
7 in
about
the
it,
morning.
do
He's
they?
gonna go right to 89X.
And you're doing it backstage.
I'll be doing it somewhere in the Fillmore, up in the dressing room, or I'd love to do it just sitting by the bar.
So how long do you get?
I told him an hour, give or take.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, and I mean that's great with him because he's busy, and he's just between flying there, doing the interviews at the radio stations in the morning. He just wants to sleep before the show.
Well, that's what a lot of what Chris Shiflett does. He does it like he's got a mobile thing too, where a lot of the musicians that he's interviewed
It's on the fly.
has been backstage, and you almost hear like the background noise, like the muffle of the
So
background
how
noise.
cool is that? All the bands he tours with that he could talk to. And
That is pretty cool, yeah.
See, no, that's the thing. Like a couple people that I know, my friends that work has said, they like my podcast. I'm only, technically I'm 4 episodes in, and I did 2 special episodes. And, with that being said, I got compliments on both varieties, but the thing is, it's like, how can I tighten the screws? What can I do to add to it? Because I feel like right now I haven't done one in almost 3 weeks. Life is busy on at the same time, but it's like, what can I do?
Yeah, but
Keep doing stuff.
Hasn't the break been great?
The break's been me trying to schedule the next leg and get frustrated that I haven't been able to do any recordings.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, what can I do? Like, I've put out a call for people to send me music. I like to showcase music. It doesn't have to be local. I just want to showcase new music. I want to hear anything. I want to talk about it. Send me new stuff, and I'll listen. I'm down.
Yeah.
I'll have you on my podcast. If it's your band, and maybe those are 15, 20 minutes. I'll interview you 15 minutes and play your song. Play your 2 songs. I'm down.
You looked me right in the eye when you said that, so that's a verbal contract.
I need help.
I know you weren't talking
need
about
help.
me personally.
I need help. You know what I mean when I say that.
I'm in.
Okay. So
I am looking forward to hearing your show, but now that we've cleared the distortion and now I know how to look for it.
I like the way you said that. Now that we've cleared the distortion.
Well, because I was looking for the Todd Father, or I typed in Todd Father, and there's no results found.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, he's not on iTunes then.
Well, I'm going to correct that. Because apparently it's a WordPress thing. So we'll
Okay.
figure that out.
Computer jargon.
Okay, once again, just for my benefit, your show is called
See, hear, speak, no evil.
No Evil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hosted by the Todd Father. That's my stage name or my
But your full actual name is what?
Todd Richard William Shearon.
Yeah, I like the way he pronounced. I was just going for the last name. Shearon. I like the.
I am the Todd father.
I like how you pronounce that. Yeah.
It worked out. I could be like Todd Richard William Shearon.
Yeah.
Todd Richard William Shearon.
Yeah.
Shearoni.
Yeah.
There's all different variations.
Yeah.
My hockey friends call me Shearsy. Sheer dog.
I was going to mention that earlier because I called that.
Shearsy?
When I was talking, we were talking about hockey nicknames, and I was like, what do the Spitfires call you? And I was like, is it
Back
Shearsy?
then they
And
called
like,
me
yeah, he's like, yeah.
Shearsy or
I knew the nickname's good enough.
or Red. Yeah,
his name
Red
would be
just because of color.
He's definitely a Shearsy.
You know, Ginge. I get that a lot,
Yeah.
Ginge.
Right.
But that is usually in hockey. There's a Z, like a something Z.
It's always like Halsey or Ellie.
It can be confusing. I saw this one guy that used to play on the Spits when I was working in PR there. His name was Ben Johnson, and nobody makes nicknames based on first names, so it's always like a Y or a Z, you know, on the end. So with him, they just called him Johnny. Well, anybody that's out and around and out and about hears anybody call somebody Johnny, they're going to think his name's John or Johnny.
Naturally.
But realistically, nobody had a clue who anybody was talking about because the guy's name's actually Ben and his last name's Johnson, and they took Johnson, Johnny, and nobody had a clue, but the guys in their little team clique, they knew exactly who it was. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the elusive creation of the hockey nicknames. Like
So-
you'd be
Favesy?
Favesy, yeah. That's exactly where.
In hockey? Oh, I'm glad I never pursued hockey.
You would have for sure.
What would I be?
You would have been bestie.
Bestie?
Yeah. What more? You're simply the
Bester?
best. Just don't go start adding Y's and shit.
So these hockey nicknames, they're not very creative.
Well, you know what my
There's a
favorite.
formula.
Can I tell you my favorite?
A Y formula. It sounds like a math.
Just change a letter.
I just want to share this because I love this. There's a guy named I think he's on. Damn, I can't remember. He's on maybe the Devils or something. I can't remember. Anyways, there's a hockey player in the NHL. His last name's Shattenkirk.
That's what I was
And
just
he's
thinking of. That's what I
automatically-
was just thinking of. I was going to tell that story after you were done with
It's
this
hard
one.
not to think about pooping and William Shatner when you hear
Oh, absolutely.
the name Shattenkirk.
Yeah.
But ideally, you get this beautiful thing when you register on Twitter, and a lot of the players and celebrities do for
His number is 22.
His number is 22. Yeah, it's very important. Thank you, Kale. His Twitter handle is, remember, number 22, Shattenkirk. His Twitter handle is @ShatDeuces. That is by far the best Twitter name on the face of the earth. Cyberland, man. @ShatDeuces.
For a while too, in like NASCAR, there was the number 2 car. I don't remember it was Keselowski, I think, that drove it. He still drives it, but it was always like a bright blue for a long time, and the commentators would always call it the Blue Deuce. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
You never know where nicknames are going to come from.
They
It was Keselowski with the Blue Deuce on the inside.
Well, those athletes, they do love wordplay.
Yeah.
See, I got nicknames everywhere, though. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
so many different places. Certain places, people just call me the Todd Father. And like I said, when I perform, that's my name, so people are starting to get that a little bit more.
Yeah, but I've never heard anybody call you anything other than Todd. You and I,
Right, but we're
and
friends. We go way
Kale.
back.
No, but you and I and Kale, like, we were just born to not have a nickname.
Yeah, it was never a nickname.
I was never. I tried to start my own because one
Closest
year.
I've gotten is boss.
Well, one.
All the redhead nicknames were just nonstop.
Well, one year in baseball, probably a participatory trophy that I got, they forgot the T on my name, so I was 7 Lefebvre.
7 Lefebvre.
And ever since then, I just tried to make it a thing, like
Done a T-bone.
exactly, every
Or 7,
every
team you ever
subsequent
played for after that.
every subsequent year after that, I really wanted to be 7, and that's why 7 became my lucky number. I really tried. Well, I didn't really try. I put it out there a little bit, just like, hey, you should call me 7.
A lot of
you know.
people's lucky numbers.
See, that's why you believe 7's your lucky number.
You don't think it's advertising?
I don't believe in lucky numbers anymore. Yeah,
See,
because I've been pretty unlucky in my life,
Well,
and I've.
Numbers
You know
haven't
what?
helped.
Anything's coincidence.
Actually, they've been working against me.
Like, here's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Life.
it's gonna take me 7 years to pay that car off.
Here's the thing. There's only so many numbers in a month, right? So 1 to 31 are your maximum. So those numbers, at some point in a person's life, which could be however many amount of years, but the number 1 to 31 can become tainted or tarnished or celebrated based on whatever has happened or whatever does occur.
What do you mean?
Well,
I don't understand. Like,
like,
is
for
one
example,
is 131 one number, or is it two numbers? It's 1,
31.
comma
no,
31.
Just say
I don't understand.
2, 3, 4, 5,
like say
6,
something
7,
happened.
etc.,
Say
till
something
31.
catastrophic to your life happened on the 17th of
All right.
October.
Well, yeah, just because it's months.
Well, it's number 17. You're gonna be like, no, I don't like that anymore. You don't. You may or may not, but people
you're
do. Or
you're
October
talking about
17th.
numerology.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because there's only so many days in a month, so all those numbers can be very easily a celebrated number or a very feared number.
Sure.
You know, and there's already superstition. But what I was going to say is, I believe that I have a lucky number, and it's always been my birthday, which is 14. So 14, and remind me when I'm on. You know, when we do a real episode down in the basement or whatever.
Oh, so this ain't a real episode?
No. When we have time to talk.
Even though he's using my words.
See, he's just trying to make fun of me. When we do the other episode this season in the basement, I want you to ask me about, and I'll tell you how the number correlates in my birthday and how it's become more lucky to me in my mind about how in my former life I was an inmate on Alcatraz Island. So remember, ask me about that.
I kind of just want to ask you about it now.
Also remember that last part.
I just shat deuces. He wants to come right out.
Do you not just want to ask him that now?
Todd, what about your afterlife?
It's kind of eerie.
Do it the Futurama way. Todd, what if that thing you said?
What about that thing you said?
Oh man. No,
Are we not talking about that now? Like you're gonna leave us all hanging?
If you want me
Is
to
that
tell
the
you
teaser?
right now, I'll tell you now. I can tell you whatever you want.
The
But
teaser for your interview?
you want a teaser for the story?
Okay,
40-minute
all
teaser.
right, for ratings, I guess. But I want to hear that story now. But I guess we'll wait. Kale, press stop, and well, I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Kale, press stop and we'll. And then we'll talk about Alcatraz next time.
So,
Wait, hold. Don't hit stop yet.
no,
I'm not.
no. Okay, good. Don't listen.
I'm not even close to it. I'm just sitting here shivering.
If you want more, go find something. And I got a Carlsberg.
More what?
Carlsbad? What was the beer? Carlsbad?
The Witty Traveler is what you got here.
Yes,
Carlsberg.
This episode is brought to you by Railway City Brewing Company, located in St. Thomas, Ontario. They just don't know it.
Moosehead too.
What were you gonna say? You're trying to gather a thought after you told.
We're talking
me
about numbers.
Well, first I want to keep my bottom warm.
My nose is frozen.
Kale, do you want like a jacket or something?
I got like 3 on.
Okay. All right.
C'est mon chef.
Socks?
No, I'm good.
All right. You good? How are your feet?
My feet are the
feet are
coldest,
good.
but
Yeah.
Decent.
I got like I don't know how many left, but I bought like 100 those hot pocket things. Those
Oh, yeah.
Those hand warmers.
Yeah.
I just bought a box of them off eBay just because I like use them for photography too. To like keep. I haven't really done it much, but to, like keep the lens warm if I'm doing like a time lapse or like
Yeah.
a Star Trek or something.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, this owl's mouth.
So yeah,
moves.
I should just carry those around.
You got them on
It'd
you
be nice
right now?
No, I don't think so. No.
Do you want my gloves for a bit?
No.
I'm actually
not
kind of
actually
toasty.
that bad.
All right.
It's just cold.
Well, you let me know.
I'm not actually chattering my teeth on them.
If you are, we'll cut open Todd's carcass and
Okay.
and crawl inside it like a tauntaun or a Todd.
Oh,
Huh?
man.
Huh? Anyway,
Like a Todd suit.
okay. So if I can go back to the discussion on your podcast about your podcast, I had something else that we just went off on tangents. But what is the layout of your podcast? Like when you start your show, does it start? Do you start right away with the guest? Do you have an intro?
I do an intro. Basically, it's always, simple. Hello again or welcome.
How long would you like on average?
Song?
I try to keep the whole thing, as short as
You-
possible.
Do you have a
because
jingle?
what I have to say at the beginning is not that important. Maybe I'll set up who the person is. We'll get into things about the guest, but I like them to talk about whatever. And if they want to come out and just be like, Kevin Spacey, then you don't want to be. I don't want to be like forced to go backwards and be like, okay, hold on, let's tell everybody who you are. But I kind of set it up. So with James Black, for example, it'll be like, the guest on today's show is the guitar player Finger 11. He's done this, that, the other thing. Whatever. Juno Award winner, platinum artist, blah 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 blah.
Is he there while you're doing the intro,
No,
or do you do it separately?
I do that separately.
Okay.
And then there's a little, my little intro music that comes in. Basically, I'll be like, okay, let's start, and then it goes into the, the little 20-second, intro cut. The whatever you'd call it, the
Segue?
kind of like the theme. Yeah, like if you had a theme music thing, it'd be
do you have a theme song?
It's not really a
Got a
song,
jingle?
but I mean, it's a little audio intro thing with like clapping and cheering and funny voices and stuff like that. So it just kind of starts it, and then it goes right to. So when that finishes, it's like it's cheering, and then I'd be like, Steve, boom, what's going on? Right into it.
Okay, so if you are on average doing like an hour and a half.
Only the last couple have been an hour to an hour and a half. One because it was a special episode pre-recorded 1 hour interview, so it was about an hour and 15.
And no editing.
No editing.
That's incredible.
None. I just edited the intro and the outro on it.
Yeah.
At the end, I basically recap whatever we just talked about, and then mention the socials, stuff like that. Find me here on Twitter, Instagram, that kind of thing. And then at the very end, I always say my little line that I say, my little, live life to the beat of your own heart, which is my little line. I just tell people to do that.
His keep it crispy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the recap.
Like a final, like Jerry Springer's final thought.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And mention the socials, and in the last one, it was the last episode I did was with Ernie Harwell, who was, now passed away.
Oh, that's your most recent
That's
episode?
the most recent one. I did that right at the beginning of the baseball playoffs.
I remember.
And then I did at the end of the episode, I did my playoff predictions, World Series predictions. And we're actually missing a game right now, and it's kind of crazy for me because it's just been one of those days, and I've been keeping score. Last time it was 1-0 in the 6th for Houston.
Don't say it.
And Justin Verlander could be
the
winning the World
episode.
Series or really close to it. We don't know. So I picked the Dodgers to win. So I haven't lost yet.
It is a Halloween episode.
It's a Halloween episode. Hey, the World Series could be won on Halloween. If it's won tomorrow and not tonight,
Do you think that will
can you
curse?
still call it
You think it'll
the,
curse
the
Houston for the
October
next
Classic?
135 years?
What's that?
Think it'll curse Houston for the next 135 years?
They're not winning another one for 100
Yeah.
years. 100
They're
years.
not gonna win. They're not gonna win it again until robots.
Well,
are
we
playing it.
thank you.
Well, I thank you.
Thanks for doing this instead of a
Do you want me to check the score for you?
crummy baseball game.
Yeah. No, this is fine. It was cool. This was a happy accident. I never expected to be coming here tonight. This just happened. So it was either this or go home and watch the baseball game.
No, well, it's good to have you.
Or other things, obviously.
You're long overdue on this podcast.
You are.
Yeah, well,
15
sure.
episodes passed.
Wow.
I think I've been in like 20 states with you.
You've been to a lot. We've been in a lot of different states.
I think I did 22 states on that.
States are just a state of mind.
I think I did
You guys have said
22
states too much.
states and one province. I guess.
Two provinces. No, one province.
Yeah.
One province.
Well, I guess I'm always in that province, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, no,
it's just
yeah.
that I left my house.
You know what? Very randomly, I just learned about something in Ontario that's closer than my ex-girlfriend lives. She's 8 hours away, and this is like
That's a weird
7
thing to
hours
point out.
away. Want to go to Killarney Provincial Park? What did you say? I missed the joke. What did you say?
That's a weird thing to point out.
Well, no, it's just it is, right? But I'm thinking that was a hard trip to make. That's like for a lot of people an 8-hour trip is a vacation. You know what I mean? That was just me driving to see my ex. But I'm just putting it in correlation because 7 hours away from here is this place called Killarney Provincial Park. I didn't even know anything about it,
I know
really. And I
it.
just saw a documentary, and I'm like, oh my god.
I haven't been there, but I know.
I want to go there. Dude,
I've been all around. I've been all around it. I've been like Algonquin and everything.
Apparently, this is the time of year to go, October, because of the changing of the seasons. Oh my god.
Boy, yeah, that whole area, like Algonquin. If you go to Algonquin right now, it's just tour buses of people.
That's where the
It's a little late right now. It's a little late now. It's like
what was that Canadian painting group, the Seven?
Yeah, the group of seven.
Yeah, they started a lot of stuff there, and I guess people go there and do like
Tom Thompson too,
painting collections of there. We should do
3-1 Dodgers in the bottom of the seventh.
What is it?
3-1 Dodgers.
Oh snap! It could be going
Bottom
to
of
game
the
7.
Kale, now you just dated this episode.
Who cares?
Vin Scully there, the former Dodgers
Get to the mic.
play-by-play broadcaster.
Just say it.
Yes.
Wow, that sucks because that means if Verlander's out and they got the lead after, that means he didn't win the game. He didn't lose, but he didn't.
Yeah.
No
Well, he's still having sex with Kate Upton tonight.
Oh, yes, he will. You know, the interesting thing is, and obviously...
Unless he does really badly.
It can't happen now unless he's still in the game, and I haven't looked. So if he's still in the game and they catch up or get ahead, he can still get a win, but I'm assuming that's not the case. However, he lives in L.A. with Kate Upton, right? They turned him down, took the other dude from Texas, and Houston got him in the last-minute deals. But he's literally pitching a few miles from his house tonight for another state. But
you don't think he has a house in Houston? A villa? A bungalow?
Condo? You know what? He's only been there just...
Little cot?
He's only been there a couple months.
Little boiler room?
Just a boiler room cot.
He only got there, literally, he was the 2 seconds was left in the trade deadline.
Yeah.
The commissioner declared it officially trade to Houston at 11:59.
Is that from Detroit, or have I not paid attention that long?
Yeah, from Detroit.
Okay.
Probably that one.
Everybody thought it happened, and it didn't happen.
No, he just went to Houston this year, like mid-season, right?
It's like, no, he's been playing for like 6
at the end of the season?
At the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Literally 2 seconds left in the trade deadline. He hasn't lost a game since he's been in Houston. I mean, obviously he gets run support.
Has he played a game?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hasn't lost in the playoffs either.
Yeah, he's been like the main starter, right?
If it wasn't for Verlander's 2 performances in the last series in the ALCS, they wouldn't be in the World Series right now. Yeah. Literally, he won MVP.
I've been watching most
Justin
of
Verlander won
this
MVP.
series to my own surprise.
Yeah.
Ever since New York,
Game on Sunday
Houston
was
and
the
New
best
York.
game.
I just happened to see it when I was away. I think when I was out west. It was like one of the channels in the motel.
Yankees
or something
shouldn't
like that.
even been there. I hate the Yankees.
I saw Verlander pitching. I didn't know he was on Houston, so I started watching it. And it was a
This
good
is
game. I
always-
forget what game it was, but
This has always been a feeling for me, Kale. And that feeling's fuck the New York Yankees. I hate
me
'em.
too. I've always just had that built into me somehow. Maybe it's my
Yeah,
Irish roots
it's
or something.
the evil empire. But I'm just
not
gonna
liking
say,
the Yankees.
I complained about this on Facebook. I went on a little
strong
rant,
feelings,
but I'm just gonna
so.
say this publicly on your podcast. I hate the fucking Yankees even more, specifically Aaron Judge. 3 reasons. I'm gonna tell you for 16
Hold
years.
on.
As the cars.
I like how you're about to make a bold statement and 5 cars in a row just
At least it wasn't a bus.
just washing right over any kind of boldness that it might have.
Well, 3 buses in a row. Or something.
It's like in Wayne's World when like Garth told Wayne off, but like a plane's just passing by every time. Kiss your mother with that mouth.
So all I was gonna say is,
Hurry up before the
obviously I
start
hate the Yankees, but
Hurry, car's coming.
And I hate Aaron
This
Judge.
message is brought to you by this car that's driving by.
It's like by Toyota. So anyways, Aaron Judge, Yankees.
Hold on.
Dude, you live
Even
on a
I'm getting
busy
mad
ass
now.
street. We weren't concerned about cars before. So anyways, for about 16
Hold on.
The whole
He's gonna
podcast
keep
has
that
been
joke going on as long as he can. Wait, my turn. Hold on. Okay. So 16 years since 2001.
Why did you start when the car just drove by? Okay, now.
Now. Ready?
No.
3, 2, 1.
None of this is getting edited.
In 2001, I went on a road trip with my buddy Joe Balls. We went to Boston and the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, whatnot. And I started just randomly got inspired to write a story. So I started writing a story, and for some reason, I started writing it in like a screenplay kind of form. I don't know why. I just never done that, so I just decided to do that. So
That's probably the easiest way to write a story.
well, you know,
just conversation right out the gate.
I think that's kind. I was not a
Or
writer.
description.
Now I'm more of a writer. Then I wasn't really a writer. I hadn't broke into that part of myself yet. But I felt it was there. So I started writing the story, building it. I never finished it, and then periodically over time, I kept adding to it. Started writing it as a novel. About 10 years ago, when I started writing my first novel with Kale and my brother. But I had to put it on the back burner, so it had to become more descriptive instead of describing in a paragraph where it should be and what it looks like, and the director figuring it out. I had to suddenly describe it and be, metaphorical. And anyways, the story,
direction through
yes,
text.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I had to create emotion in the storytelling and not, how it could be portrayed if a director got his hands on it. But anyways, the story was about a young man who. There's a lot to it, but. The big part of the story is this kid, 23 years old or so, ends up in the major leagues by accident, and we won't get into all the reasons why, but he finds his way into the league, and he ends up chasing.
Like he slipped on a banana peel and signed a contract?
It wasn't that. There's a lot to it. I don't want to break it because maybe I'll finish the story.
Yeah.
But he just found out his girlfriend's pregnant. He wants to marry her.
You've told me about this
Yeah,
before.
I've told you. Because people who know me closely have heard me talking because I've always been brainstorming and wheel welling and trying to finish it. And I'm telling you, man, like the story basically, the culmination part is this guy is approaching and chasing and eventually catches up to Mark McGwire's 30-plus year rookie home run record, which was 49. And, I'm not going to tell you how it would have ended, but, the whole story got screwed up because Aaron Judge now comes in the league, the damn Yankee, and breaks Mark McGwire's record. I was preparing and planning to have this out for opening week in 2018, and now that motherfucker broke the record. Now
Changed the character's name to
Aaron
Judge.
Yeah, well, pretend it was I knew it. I called the future.
Just call it Aaron, but spell it like the girls.
People keep saying rewrite it.
Get a girl.
And I don't want to have to talk about the Yankees at all, and I don't want to talk about Aaron Judge, some rookie who may not even have a career because you can't have a lucky career. To be
breaking the rookie record.
So,
right?
and some are like, oh, rewrite it and put it out still. And I'm like, yeah, well, you have to have a year after a record's been broken for somebody to break it. So it wouldn't make any sense for me to put it out. I'd have to wait a whole other year. This is a-hole Aaron Judge anyways, and this, if I don't have any reason enough to not like him
Did you just
already,
say a-hole?
I did.
We're going to have to blank out a-hole and put in asshole instead.
reverse censorship.
Kale, can you say asshole for a minute?
Asshole.
Okay, I'm going to put that.
Put that where I say a-hole.
Yeah, I'm going to
A-hole,
put... I'm gonna
a-hole,
put
a-hole,
say it
a-hole.
Asshole.
There we go. I'm going to put that in place of him saying a-hole,
Like
okay?
7 different versions.
So
Yeah.
when he gets to the editing phase of this a-hole over here, he's going to insert that a-hole as said by you over there. I'm going to make editing fun for you.
This is going to take me a while. Stop saying
It's fun.
a-hole.
I'll stop being an a-hole. But if anything makes me hate that a-hole
many
Aaron Judge
a-holes.
anymore, is he wears 99. I think he is Wayne Gretzky. I know it's not, retired in MLB, and it is only in NHL, but it should be. Damn it!
I understand. I understand what you're.
99.
I understand what you're saying, but
I just don't want to.
the other side of me is just like, how can one guy seriously? And I know how sacrilegious this is to say, especially as a Canadian in Canada, but how can one guy just automatically assume a number for every sport? It's already annoying enough that you can't be 99 on any team in the NHL.
Nobody says anything about any guy in football that wears it. I mean, it's usually your big 300
Hey, that's true.
lineman that wears it. It's not a guy that's recognized.
That's a really good point. I believe because football, numbers aren't that important in football.
But numbers run through.
Not like baseball, not like baseball or hockey.
But numbers run by position in football. So those higher numbers are the guys that are on the line, and they're the big 300-400 pounders.
So like
Jerry Ball that used to play the Lions in the 80s, 90s, his number was 99.
So numbers, but numbers are more prominent, I would say, with like quarterbacks.
Yeah, quarterbacks, receivers,
yeah.
Goalies or
punters.
The point
like
scorers.
goalies.
Punters are always 2.
Like goalies where they have a certain numbers.
Or 5.
It's got to be either 1 or like 29 to 33 or 34.
Yeah, just some stupid number.
Yeah.
31.
It has to be 62 or 75. That's it.
So I think now that you have enough, editing work to do because of me, this a-hole over here.
It'll be fun.
I'm going to let you, a-hole, and him, a-hole, go in and get some new beverages, and I'm going to say goodnight until the next time we get to talk about Alcatraz.
You're wrapping this in?
And my
wow, that's
former
never
life
happened
there,
before.
because I'm freezing.
That's fair.
Fair enough. No, fair enough. We did well. We doubled the time.
This is an hour? We did an hour?
Just underneath.
See, there you go. There's a podcast episode right there.
So now
Todd's. We'll just save this for the Todd episode.
Now, hold on. Let me see something for a minute.
It's a Todd Lanisode. It was different than
Some of
Halloween.
this, I'm glad it's Halloween because there's a gigantic spooky ghost. That's like a ghost pumpkin. Is there such a thing as a ghost pumpkin?
I'm just asking.
Kill a pumpkin to put it
white
out for Halloween
pumpkin.
to become a ghost?
Stick around for a minute. I'm asking Gurney if he can come out because we're going to unveil the new Help song. If he wants to come out, just... If he can't, no problem.
Kit Kat.
Kit Kats.
Kale.
That's good for radio.
What's your favorite Halloween treat?
Kit Kats.
Halloween?
Kit Kat?
Yeah. I like that whole the mix that comes in that box.
Like
Coffee
the Nestle
Crisp
selection?
Coffee Crisp, the Arrow, Kit Kat, and
Your American listeners may not know what Coffee Crisp
Smarties.
is.
We have American listeners?
I'm sure you do.
Maybe. We have one Indian listening.
Next time I go to the States, I will
don't know if that's
log
true
in
or
and
not.
listen to your podcast and say that I am an American listener because I'm listening in America. Right.
Yeah, do that. Next time, just save one for the next time. Save this for the next time you go to America and listen to it. Or if you go to like Russia or something, it'd be more helpful for us. I don't know what that means. Sounds like it means something.
It meant something. What else you got in here? Sour Patch Kids?
Yeah, you got
This is
Fuzzy
a
Peaches.
Maynard's and Nestle cross collection.
Fuzzy Peaches.
Yes, and this
Arrow.
this
Maybe
episode
Cherry
is brought to you by Kit Kat
Cherry
bars.
blasters
And
were mentioned in our very, very first pilot episode.
were they really?
Yeah.
I just
we were
listened to-
talking about,
I just listened to that not too long ago.
we were talking about, well, like not the first episode, but the first test-episode. Sorry.
Do you have the test episodes?
I think so. I haven't listened to them since, but
I gotta say, there's
But that was our
nothing
best
like
bit.
frozen chocolate melting in your mouth.
yeah. That was our best bit, was the,
We had a cherry blasters bit.
it started about the homeless people asking for very specific amounts of change. It was like, can I get $1.37 to get some cherry blasters? Something, and that was like part of it anyway. And then that was when you had the joke about I need to put pop rocks under my eyelids just to get to zero.
I have a question for you. Speaking of podcasts,
Just to get to zero came from cherry blasters.
No, it just came from homeless people asking
Oh.
for specific amounts of change. And that was one of the candies that was mentioned in it.
what program do you guys use to edit your podcast episodes?
It's Audacity right now.
Audacity, that's what I use as well.
But you have
Audacity.
you have something more mobile than we do.
Well, you know what though? I don't bring a laptop. I don't need it. I just get the Marantz, the little portable recorder, and I have not a setup of a mixing board like that. It's about yay big, about a foot by a foot, and it's a 4-channel with a 2 out. You know what I mean? So I plug 2 mics out into the Marantz, and I can EQ it, and then I can secondarily EQ it on the Marantz. They're only like $200 for this Marantz. It's $199. Might find it cheaper online, something. And then everything just goes on an SD card. It's all mixed, pre-mixed, and I take it and I put the file into Audacity later. And with all the editing stuff, it's easy for me to reach my peaks, keep it in with like, -10 to -6 or whatever in your levels. And then I just directly record my intros after. Yeah, Audacity's cool, and it's a lot more portable. Like I fit everything in a little gym bag. That's a huge mixing board.
Yeah,
those are the old school ones you bring out.
this is the first time this has left the basement since I bought it.
Oh, no
This
kidding.
is huge.
That's a big board though, but that's like a full PA. Whereas I'm not working with a PA. I just
Right.
need something to put audio.
But it would be
audio.
nice for us to get something like that, So like
yeah.
if we have to go mobile, like we could like
Well, look how I'm doing.
when we go for our
Well, yeah, the
strolls in the park that
Zoom
we do.
recorders, yeah, the
Yeah.
Zoom
Just-
recorders,
just have it in
but
the
they
park.
can only do 2 mics.
Well, tomorrow, for example, like I don't know what's exactly happening, but if I'm doing my podcast episode with Rain Maida tomorrow, I'm gonna do it on camera. It'll be the first one I've filmed, but that wasn't actually the intention. It'd be great to have it on video, but what I'm gonna do is put it a few feet away from us, and I have wireless lavalier clip-on mics. We'll both have one. So
Oh, really?
We'll hold the mic, and I'll just wear a headset, check my audio levels, and that's it. So I don't care that I'm wearing a headset in there. It's all for the audio. The whole damn thing's about the audio. So I'll have the video, and I'll have the audio. So I just put it into Premiere, capture the audio as a wave, put it into Audacity, and drop my intros in the same way, and vice versa.
He's light years ahead of us. He's got lavaliers.
yeah.
We don't have
Well, I
lavaliers.
have
We don't
access
have
to
a need for that.
lavaliers.
We don't have
We
access
don't
to
have-
lavaliers.
We don't have a need for
We
that.
don't have lavalier access. I'd like the
We should
option.
get that. We get wireless ones, and we can go piss while we're still talking.
That'd be awesome.
You work within your means. You told me that.
Yeah.
You work within
Did
your
I?
means,
That
and
sounds
you
that
just
sounds something genius
told
that I
me
would say.
when I
That
started
sounds
this, and I
brilliant.
was like, you got a little
refined.
more experience.
Yeah.
You told me work within your means.
Yeah. And you
be
learn
yourself.
and you learn as you go.
Yeah. You told me to be yourself, though. Most importantly, and you're right.
And I mean, I'd like to think that you evolve, you get better as you go. You learn from your mistakes. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. And like you just
But there's
and then
differences, though.
and like you could probably even talk to Kale about this. Just like before this, he never had microphones in front of his face.
Shy generally.
Yeah.
But like it's just when would that come up
Even
for
like
him?
trying to like do video and like having to do shit, like
Kudos
talking
for
on
you.
camera or something. I'm not good at that at all.
Kudos to you for doing it, though.
Yeah.
Something
Audio
to
is
do.
different
You
than video,
You face
too.
challenges, you do it, you see if you like it, you know. And I was just going to say, too, that you were talking about what people can and can't say. I got 2 points I'll make since we're still recording, hoping Gurney comes out.
No. Oh, by the way, he's not coming
Okay,
out. So
well, I'll just
when
say-
we wrap up, I'll introduce the song. But
Okay,
go ahead.
I'll just
no,
say,
go ahead.
just say this. One thing
Take your
you were
time.
talking about time and stuff and what you can and can't say. Well, some of these shows, like Anna Faris, for example, her show is about 44 to 47 minutes. But it's also on LA radio. So the thing is, she's doing it live. She just goes to the studio, literally. The guests show up or they call in. She does the podcast live in the studio, and they have a producer. They're saying, 2 minutes. They're counting her out, right? Like she knows it has to be done. They take those, the tracks from the radio show, and they post them as a podcast. So initially, they are radio shows, and it's kind of a cross line. And Marin would talk about people not being into podcasts, but most of these radio shows they listen to on their stations all around the world are ended up being podcasts because people don't get to hear them. Some of these radio stations
can
would
go
put
back
them
and
as a
listen
thing
to it.
on their site before. But the other point I was going to make is
You can pause it and listen to it, go back and listen to it.
yeah. The other point I was going to make is swearing and what's right or wrong to say. You don't want to offend, and people that are on radio have a little more of a tendency.
Do you have a filter on yours?
I don't.
No?
No, and you know what? That was when I went in. I think the thing that made me most nervous, and we had the conversation, and I already knew that you have to be. I'm always myself,
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't shy from yourself, but this was the first time in a while where I was put, myself as a, when you're a host of a show, and you have guests, especially with me, where they're celebrities, or you where they aren't. It's your job to make the conversation with them interesting. So it doesn't matter who they are. It could be literally your neighbor. Boom. You have them on. What is his story? Everybody's got a story. But for me, as a persona to host, everything that I've been taught, you have to be censored. You have to be proper. You have to be professional. And for the first time, if I want to drive, my friends know I swear. My friends know that I'm perverted. We all are. We all do. Like, we're not all perfect, but we all swear. This is normal everyday life. Can't say it on the radio. Then your podcasts that you're making.
But you've said it on our radio. And
Yeah, I
that's,
swear
I
on
don't
my
know
own.
how I feel about that.
I swear on my own.
You censor that.
I swear on my own. It's my podcast. It's not syndicated radio where they're gonna get in trouble or just somebody's gonna slap their hands or their wrist with a ruler. Say what the hell you want,
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And you talk about the serious shit, and whatever comes out comes out. If
Do-
something
like
really
docking.
occurs,
Yeah.
people
talked a lot
now
about that.
struggle to not be offensive because every day what's offensive changes. Every day, more and more stuff's offensive. I couldn't have a conversation that I have with my friends in private, publicly, ever. None of us probably could because we're all perfect on, when we're on Facebook and stuff. But we're not perfect at home. We gobbledygook about what we can't do on it.
Yes, we do gobbledygook. That is
Gobbledygook,
that is
indeed.
that is for damn sure.
You just missed like 2 joints, so you guys all suck. All right, happy Halloween.
We did an hour of podcasting.
We're now more famous than you. You're less famous than us.
This is crazy as fuck, though.
That owl's been scaring me for like the last hour. Look at it with his wee beady concave black eyes. Hey, what? Okay, so anyways,
Gentlemen,
We can do a song.
there's
yes.
something
Yeah,
that we
hold
have
on,
to
hold
make
on, hold on. We'll get to this in a minute. I just
My
want.
song debuted on your show.
We're gonna introduce the premiere of this new song, and then we'll continue talking for as long as you want to sit here. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is the premiere of the brand new Help song, and I guess we're announcing this now. We are playing backstage November 24th.
Why wouldn't you play on stage?
We're playing on stage.
Just kidding.
We're on,
You play
we're-
on stage at the backstage.
We're playing on stage backstage.
Who's on first?
We are playing with Pitch Union and At Mora. That's Black Friday, November 24th
That's racist. I'm offended.
at the backstage.
Right before White Saturday, right?
You're really tainting his plug.
You are
Sorry.
you are
Sorry.
you
We
are-
need help. Clearly, we
Okay,
need help.
And
That's
with
the
that,
point.
and with that, ladies and gentlemen, Kale, are you excited?
About what?
The brand new Help song.
Yeah.
Todd, are you excited?
Despite the frigid weather, I've got wood.
The
Heated
brand.
down, but I don't know if it was from the excitement or the beer.
It's the excitement, I'm sure.
Okay.
So this brand new Help song is brought to you by that bus that just drove by.
Full of people riding down a bus.
Off 4.
The brand new single from our upcoming EP Session 2. Here is Help with Medica. I gotta pee.
I've been feeling the morning lately as a sudden irritated. Stomach burns, but that's okay. Remind me of yesterday. News broke the entire room. We had to carry ourselves into another state to calculate. Next time we spend up to ourselves with all our balls in hospitals, the profits are growing weak. When all our balls are profit for the hospitals go hungry. I tend to be when it doesn't hurt. My actions just make it worse. I hang my head but it doesn't work. Then it all gets thrown like at me one day. These hangover pills are shit. A glorified laxative. It passes through and lets me live, but the bitter end is imminent. I've been feeling the morning lately. The day I die, I'll kill to live. I'll suffer more on accident. It's not enough until it gives itself away somehow. With all our balls in hospitals, the profits are growing weak. When all our balls are profit for the hospitals go hungry. Balls in hospitals, the profits are growing weak. When all our balls are profit for the hospitals go So we're going.
Soup or something over here?
Soup? You got
Like
soup?
some chicken noodle soup?
You cook us up some borscht?
I didn't say I was cooking yet chicken noodle soup.
No, you don't have to go that close.
Some gazpacho?
Say stuff?
Say stuff. How you doing? coming in clear.
That's good. That should be good.
Good.
Break,
You think
break,
you're
one
still
niner.
louder.
Coming in
Well,
hot.
it's
Even
just-
with Todd, you were
It's
kinda
my
loud.
voice. I'm boomy. What can I say?
You're not booming.
I'm a little boomy
You're Steve.
compared to everyone else. I'm gonna turn you up. Say stuff.
Say stuff.
No, you gotta say more stuff.
Say more stuff than other stuff than other stuff than more stuff.
Okay, and then now you say the exact same thing that he just said.
Say stuff, other stuff, and more stuff, and then other stuff.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Wow,
that was
well played, sir.
that was-
Dude, I was impressed with that.
I completely freestyled that.
Dude, you must have been great.
Oh, hey, Eminem over there.
You must have been great at Simon.
No.
I miss Simon. Not foul.
Simon Fowl? Who's Simon Fowl?
I don't know. Is that the one I'm talking about? Simon, the fucking idiot.
Simon Cowell?
Yeah, that's it.
There we go. There we go.
Dude, I don't know everything.
We were talking about the game, weren't you?
So Kev, this is it. This is the outro to our show. Like we're
Well-
done. We experimented.
Do you realize I was pretty upset about everything? Right?
I do. We'll get to that
Most
in a minute.
all of our guests seem to be that way.
But it seems
Except
kind
for
of
Todd.
fitting that like you're sitting here with us again, and like this is the end. The movie screen is up. The seats are out. Everything's cleaned up. The only thing that's left on this lawn is this goddamn setup that will probably
This
take.
entire podcast.
Yes, yeah, that's
And
true.
and
So a lot
empties and
more
statues.
is actually left to take down.
Which is
But
fun. I can help with that, but
you're
I'm pretty upset that you didn't ask me a question I was ready for.
and I think
And you're the only person.
I think
Other than Todd, but you're the first.
yeah,
only person.
rub it in, Kale. Thank you.
Kale's right. You're an idiot.
I didn't either. Like it's not just your fault. I'm carrying this with you.
And you're just shoving me deeper into the bus. You're like,
Well, I'm jumping in with you.
oh, okay,
But it's making it worse because my body's getting caught up in there too. So.
right. I've got no beer left.
Well,
But
we'll get another beer and
but-
we'll go on without you.
I don't like when cars just drive by like this.
Wait,
Like
all
I haven't
slow?
seen a podcast
What,
on a
you
lawn
mean
before.
drive-by?
Yeah.
Dude, we got two little mannequins that will save our ass.
Yeah. You ever
Just
seen
throw
a
'em.
podcast? 2 child mannequins and 2 dogs sleeping on the lawn.
Oh, there's
Like they don't see that.
I'm glad there's still.
Like they don't see that
I lose them
every night.
once in a while, so we got to make sure they're still
You've
here.
never been to New Jersey?
But it's cold. How cold are you? You doing good? You doing good over there?
It's not cold at all.
I thought you said you were numb.
Yeah, I am numb. I'm used to this.
Yeah, but
This
but
is
numb.
fine.
Yeah,
I
but
can
numb.
I can sleep out here right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, but numb isn't good.
I think it means he's numb to the cold,
Okay.
not from the cold.
Oh,
I was a framer for years,
yeah.
and now I'm window installer outside. Being cold, this is normal.
Yeah.
You get numb because you get the cold feeling, and then you go numb, and then you're good.
Okay. So you can't feel
Are
anything?
you gonna ask me
Is
the
that-
question?
Is that not hypothermia?
Well, I think you've deserved it. I do feel awful. I didn't think we were gonna
I
ask,
did come in on Randy's podcast and very upset that I didn't get asked.
but he was pressuring us for questions, and I don't know who came up with it, but it just seemed like something that we could ask him. I didn't think I planned on asking that question to anybody this show.
Yeah.
But now I feel bad because you were ready for this.
Yes.
So do I ask it to you now, or do I wait until you're actually on the show down in Basement Place?
I'm ready for it. It's up to you. It's your show, but I say go for it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take out the candy I
Do you
stole.
wanna ask him?
Kevin, what's in your pockets?
I'm gonna show you everything, but the candy I stole from you, because that's in one pocket. So we'll disregard that.
No, you're
didn't steal
no.
your candy.
Yeah, but you didn't have to show me until you just declared that you have it. So now you have to show me. That's how the.
This is a lot.
That's
I
how
did-
the.
I did steal
Well,
it.
it goes on the table.
Okay. Got a wallet.
You gotta talk into the mic.
I got a wallet.
Don't tell me. Tell our
I
listeners.
got some change.
Not as much as Randy had.
$1.75.
He had like.
Phone, obviously, because if we don't have phones,
$13.50, he
we're
said.
gonna.
I don't know what we would
And
do if we
what it
didn't have
comes
phones.
down to, I got a piece of poop. I got a piece of poop.
Hold on. Wait.
Puke.
Wait.
It's poop. Look it.
Are you telling me all
Is it
night
just an unwrapped Tootsie Roll?
you had a piece of poop in your pocket all night?
All night. waiting for you to ask me what I had in my pocket.
So when you were on here earlier, that piece of poop was actually in your
I
pocket.
had a piece of poop in my pocket. I wanted to show my piece of poop.
Oh
Good
man.
now.
It sounded hard.
But like, thank you for being so honest. But before you leave, you're going to take that piece of poop with you, right?
You want to touch a piece of poop?
I don't really.
Touch it.
I'll touch it with the dead owl.
Touch it.
Is it
No,
dry?
touch the piece of poop.
Can I have my glove on? Do I have to take my gloves off?
Yeah, take your gloves off and touch a piece of poop. It's
Are you
poop.
gonna
I
do it
had
if
in
I
my
do?
pocket.
Lick it.
Lick it?
Lick the white poo.
You don't have to lick anything. Just it's a piece of poop.
Okay, here we go.
I've had poop in my pocket.
Do I touch it?
Oh, you dropped the poop.
Do I?
Sounded loud and
Do I hold it in my hand?
See?
Do I?
I was very excited.
Are
You
you
never asked
squeezing
me if I had poop in my pocket.
No, I. Well,
Oh, it's coming out of your knuckles.
okay. Now, what question did you want? Did you want what's in your pockets, or did you want the question, do you have poop in your pockets?
Well, who's going to ask if I had poop
Exactly,
in my
but that's how you worded it, so that
Yeah,
was very
sorry,
specific.
I worded it wrong.
So now it's on you, because why would
Well,
I
you
think
should
to ask
ask
that
me what I
question?
had in my pocket because I had poop in my pocket, and I wanted to show you I had poop in my
That
pocket.
can be the season 2 question.
Do you have poop in your pocket?
And I might have, I probably will have poop in my pocket.
Do. Like the background voices are just do.
The radio.
Do. Get
The
it?
radio
Do.
Yeah.
Do. Do you have poop in your pocket?
Do you realize I got like 6 different pieces of poop in my house?
Oh, I thought you were going to say
I
in your
order
pocket.
poop all the time. $2 a poop. I order poop all the time.
You know what? Actually, yeah. If you wanna hold on to that, it's also real. Yes, Now that you say that, that is
Softer
not.
than I thought it would be.
That is, and more,
it's a
more
curve.
adhesive.
It has
Almost,
grip.
it's almost sucking your hand
It
in.
has finger grips in it.
But now that you say that, I do remember another fake.
Do you see the curve on it?
I do, yeah.
The curve
Is it boomerang poop?
It's, you know what this is for? It's a perfect curve for your toilet seat. So you put it on the toilet seat, so it looks like someone pooped on your toilet seat.
Yeah.
It's the best poop ever.
And-
$2, man.
And have you done that yet?
Oh yeah.
That sounds like multiple times.
I'm a poop fanatic. I buy poop things.
No, that's the quote.
My buddy Stu that lives here, his youngest daughter, which is 10 years old, she loves my poop fetish. Because I give her the fake poop, she brings it home and gives it, or puts it in the bed of her mother,
Yeah.
and she freaks out, thinks it's a dog, and she sits there and laughs, the youngest one. Because it's fake poop, but she thinks it's a dog's poop.
Yeah.
So I got a poop friend.
So you have 6 different species of poop?
Yeah, different colors, different shapes, different sizes,
Consistencies.
different places you can put them because this is a
See-
toilet seat poop.
See now what I'm kind of disappointed in is that you didn't have all of them right now presented on the
Well,
table.
I can't talk about everyone every single time, so I'd bring this one out. Next time I'll bring this is
Bring the rest of your poops for the
because
whole
this is a
next
toilet
show.
seat poop.
I want to see a poop lineup.
A poop lineup.
A poop lineup.
Oh, we could do a poop lineup.
Like Usual
when you bring
Suspects?
me in, next podcast,
There's-
I'll have a poop lineup.
Yeah.
You gotta send out a picture. That would
No, absolutely. Yeah. No
it'd be
question.
me with 6 poops
Yeah.
holding them.
Well, it'd be all on the table, and you can even like get a label maker and just either name them or like name the species underneath
Ooh,
them.
name them.
Name the
I
food.
like that.
Name the
Huh?
food.
I've never named a poop.
Yeah.
Name the fast food
So
restaurant.
it could be Mr. Poop, Mrs. Poop.
There's one that's just like
Junior
a spray and it's just Taco Bell.
Okay, as soon as you went Taco Bell, I was out on that.
Taco Bell poop. Are these human poops or like they dog poops?
Good question. It is.
And tell our roaming petting zoo that don't get any ideas.
Do you want them to poop?
Not on my side.
They'll probably poop already.
On this side,
I don't know.
like
We'll
right now.
find out.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Now we gotta walk around. Dude, I can't stand your mannequins. They're freaking me out.
They're a little judgy.
You know what he's saying? We're harmless.
That one always wants to be naked. I
No,
don't
just
get
keeps
it.
throwing off its clothes. No.
That's the second time
At least
today.
it's covered
No, the
its
third
breasts.
time, because the other time it showed its ass.
Yeah, one time it fell off right as the police were going by, so I thought for sure they were doing you and come back.
Well,
They
they,
were guilty by association.
they
so
didn't come back, but they certainly marked this house.
Yeah, they'll come back tomorrow. They'll check tomorrow and see what's up.
Really, they're giving out candy? Did it say free candy? Oh, it's Halloween. It's always free candy, officer. No, you got naked child here. No, they're mannequins.
So when are we going to release this?
Whenever you want to. Whenever you do whatever edits you got to do. Whatever.
Oh, yeah. I got to go back to that, eh? This bullshit.
No more life.
No more life. What
Are
is...
you going to even do anything about this? Or are you going to take months to do this? Like
No.
The last one you did?
Well, the reason
you kept
that...
talking about it.
One of the reasons why we took a break was because, like, it was the summer and I hardly went in the basement at all. At all. Just because I wanted to be out here, you know? I was on the porch doing...
Oh, you don't tell me. When it comes to summer, I'm outside all the time.
Well, that's what I mean. So, one of the reasons that I wanted to just, let's just take the summer off just so I could, because I didn't want to be down there. Like, the last couple episodes, trying to edit them,
It's a laptop. You sit on the porch and edit them?
No.
No, the last one.
No, I don't know about this one, but the other one. Yeah. I tried it. I got a cord out and everything, but it was the sun's glare that I couldn't see anything. Yeah. I just saw my own dumbass face, reflected back on the screen. Yeah. So I tried to do it on the porch, but...
I was just joking. I didn't
I
really
seen him
expect
try
you
to do it, and he talked about it for, editing that one for over a month, and...
Which one?
The last one you did. You just kept, I gotta go edit it.
It was still 5
and then you sit up there and
hours.
have another beer, and you're like, I gotta go edit this. And you have
it was
beer,
hell.
Like, I gotta go edit it. I'm like, well, go edit it. You're like, no, tomorrow.
It was hell, man.
Well, it happens. It's summer. You want to be inside when it's nice.
Yeah.
I work outside all the time. And when it's cold, when I come home, I want to take a hot shower, and I'm staying inside. Yeah. I don't care if you call me out there and say there's free pizza and beer.
Yeah.
I got my own pizza and beer.
Because you and I hardly ever see you in the winter, and it's crazy because we share a house.
Yeah, pretty close.
But there is that hibernating feel to, because I don't see Mark. You know, I don't know how much I'll see Joel. We'll hibernate because it's so miserable outside.
It's gloomy.
Yeah.
You go to work, it's dark out. You come home, it's dark. It's really, I missed everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
And it's cold, and you're just I'm going to stay inside, crank the heat.
It's worse being on midnights, too.
But you're not at midnights no more, so you can't complain about that.
That's true.
I am. The winter's even worse. You just don't even see sunlight.
Never.
That much.
Never.
It's like we're in the territories.
Yeah.
How long have you been on midnights? You've already seen a winter on midnights, right? Oh, yeah.
Over a year and a half.
Yeah, you don't see daylight at all.
No.
So
a little bit.
So it stayed warm longer than usual this year. So it's just we kept pushing the date back to come back to this, just because it was still great weather. And then but I would tell myself once it gets to be the way it is now, I'll want to do it again, because I am more indoors now.
Yeah.
And now I'll retreat to the basement in the winter months, as I always do.
I'll retreat to my couch and watch TV shows like I usually do in the winter.
There you go.
Close my blinds. Nothing's happening out there. It doesn't exist.
No, it's dark. Probably how long are you at work for during the winter?
About 7-8 hours.
So you're home
long, cold 7-8 hours.
But you're home before it gets dark.
Hopefully.
But not by much. You might.
Well, it depends, because
get home, have a shower. By the time you get out, then it's dark.
So, I have to get the job done. If it's not done, I got to stay a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
So I could be home at 3, or I could be home at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Unlike you can come home and ride your bike around.
Not in the winter. I'm
Really?
back. I'm back. Oh no, I'm done.
I'm disappointed in you.
I'm done for the year. I fucking hate riding in the cold.
Are you disappointed in him?
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed.
Not just because of this.
Because of everything in general.
I see. All right, I see. He's leaving it open-ended. I get it. Okay.
We're not all disappointed in you. We're just disappointed.
Right. No, I got a stationary bike that I fucking hate, but that is.
Do you get anywhere with that?
Same spot.
Really? You don't get nowhere?
Never.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Do you pedal hard though?
Oh yeah.
The faster you pedal, you might get somewhere.
but never happens.
No,
I'm hoping to time travel one time, like where to the point where it just feels like your legs are about to fall apart, and then that's when you time travel.
You need a constant.
I see what you're saying. It took me a beat, but I get what you're saying. You know what he's saying? You know what he's saying right there? Another beer. That's what he's not on his phone. I think he's eyeing the owl. It's been a long time. All that time, I didn't have a podcast.
We'll wrap it up. Give us a nice quote to leave this podcast.
Folks,
A final thought.
seasons
the face.
they come and go. We shouldn't fear winter, for there's a springtime ahead. Sometimes the springtime is like a bus driving down the street on its way to summertime. For after summer we shall see the fall, only to arise another winter the following year. But it's nothing we should lament, ladies and gentlemen, for seasons are always changing and we are always growing. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. This is Basement Place Radio, and we will see you next time.
Love and peace.
Drop mic.
I can say is rock and roll!